and not like linking products and stuff like that. Pin your goal. Okay, so let's do it. I don't even know what that means. I don't even know what a goal means. Pin a goal to show it to your viewers. You can also tell them about your goal. Well, I don't really know what a goal does. Okay, so we're just gonna say yes to that. Okay, so you guys give me tips too. Oh my God, there's a lot of people here already. Okay, so this is what's gonna happen. I'm going to try to tell you a little bit of my story and talk about the stuff at the same time. I don't know if I'm gonna be good at that because usually I like hop around all the time and I don't really like talk about products. Well, maybe I do. Maybe I talk about a little bit of everything. Anyways, if you're new here, my name is Becca. If you follow me on Instagram, can you like say that in the comments and say, hey, I'm from Instagram? Number one, because I'm giving away that black and white dress to somebody from Instagram. And then I got this little, oh, my butt muscles hurt so bad. Actually, I'll probably give away this one too, just because, I don't know. I'll put it on and you tell me. Number one, I couldn't really figure out how to put it on. But number two, I think it might be too tight for me. And I think it's a large. Let's look at it. Yep, it's a large. So I'm going to give away this little new dress I got. It's the, you've probably seen it on TikTok. It like wraps around you. Like, am I putting it on wrong or something? I'm not stupid. I mean, I do dumb shit, but I'm not really stupid. Anyways, so I'm going to give away like 3 different things that I don't think. I'm never on Instagram. Glad you're on TikTok. Oh my God, I know. If you haven't figured out, hi guys. Yeah, tell me your Instagram name too, because some of them I won't recognize. Hello. Y'all are so nice. Thanks for coming. Oh my gosh. Okay. Also, I think, tell me if it pinned. Yeah, I think that pinned. What does it say? 3 hours and 43 minutes? I cannot do that. I'll tell you right now. Tap the screen. Is that what you say? I don't know all the tips and tricks. So, I feel like if we're going to talk about story time, I like have to sit down. But I do want to talk about some stuff that I got from the TikTok shop. Most of it's stuff I paid for. I don't think I got any like samples of clothes. I've gotten the most random. Like I got a tooth water pick thing. Haven't even opened it yet. I got that for free. There is some stuff you really need to know about. Number one, this outfit I have on that I ordered in a large, definitely should have ordered in a small. I'm sure you've seen a bunch of people talking about this on TikTok. Let me move my camera down a little bit too. So I think how it works is if you click the little cart in the bottom left corner, the little orange cart, it should pull up most of the things I'm going to talk about today. And then if you go to click on my name, go to my little TikTok showcase, it will show you a bunch of products. I'm going to go clean that up tonight too, because there's a bunch of stuff that is like sold out, and there's a bunch of stuff that I'm not talking about or won't be talking about. So, but for tonight's stuff, I did try to go through and like find everything, hopefully. And oh, there's a pink corduroy. Dang, okay, I'll probably add that during the video. Hello, friends. What's your name on Instagram? Now you can pin the list of products featured in your live. Okay, so let's do that. How do I do that? Oh, I can pin the products here. Okay, here, look, I'm pinning the outfit I'm wearing right now. And then, can you pin more than one thing? Let me see what happens. So, yeah, I'm still banned on Instagram. I'm so dumb. Like, why did I do that? Y'all know what I did on Instagram? Introduce product number 13 and pin it. Okay, we're like learning together, okay? What's product number 13? Oh, sneakers. They're in my room. They're real cute though. It's almost like old times. I'm in my dining room with no table and I have a bunch of lights. I played pickleball yesterday, and let me tell you, my whole body hurts. My butt cheeks hurt, like everything. Am I getting in trouble for saying that? Sorry, TikTok. I'm new here. Don't yell at me. Don't give me any bad strikes. Hold on. Love seeing you on TikTok. Are you? Yes. Kill me. Oh, don't say that either. There's like a lot of stuff you can't say on here, and I don't want to get in trouble. So, and I'm like the queen of no filter. Okay, so the first thing, tell me if the little white sweat outfit is pinned. Ooh, this is kind of cute. I see how it does that. I don't like my big shoulders, but tell me if this outfit's pinned at the top from what you guys can see. Somebody like screenshot it and then send me a message on Instagram so I can see what it looks like. But I gotta tell you, number one, outfit's totally worth it. Quality's totally there. If you've never followed me before, I owned a clothing company for about 12 years till I went through a really awful divorce, which I'm going to talk about a lot the next 6 months. Especially today, because tomorrow when I wake up, I have to go to court and I have to give my ex-husband $287,000, and I'm not rich. After that, I will have nothing. So, yeah, got to sell a bunch of stuff on TikTok so I can get an attorney and a forensic accountant and fight back and get my money back eventually. I've already had to give him lots and lots and lots of money because him and this other crazy woman who sued both of us ended up suing me. He helped her. It's a long story, and I don't really know how I'm going to start telling it, but I guess we can start from the day that she left. Maybe we can start there. Okay, but the outfit that I'm going to tell you about first, see, it's weird to like transition between each. If I don't think about it, it's not weird, but I don't know. Anyways, also I hop around a lot like a squirrel. I take medicine for it. Clearly it does no good, but anyways. The outfit though that's linked, the little, I think it's white in the default picture. It's this. It's like a big old sweater. It's very thick, very comfortable, and it comes with these sweatpants you could wear with a ton of stuff. I got a large, and I never should have got a large. I should have got a small, because this thing has tons and tons of room. So if you're gonna grab this, I would grab it, but I would size like way, way, way down. I usually grab a large in the stuff that I get from the TikTok shop just because I'm scared because it comes from overseas and a lot of it runs small, but I've noticed, we'll see as we go through stuff that's on my rack tonight. A lot of it kind of fits true to size. I did grab a large in some of this stuff. And then there's a couple pieces that I'm going to show you that I don't recommend at all. I need to get these things off the screen though, because like I can't like focus with all these things up by my head, like subscription goal, all that stuff. Also, you guys talk to me a bunch on here so I can go back and repeat your comment a bunch of times if I don't answer, because I don't really know how to do this. So welcome. What else do I have to tell you? I know TikTok like will bring lots of visitors that don't know me, and that feels so weird to me, but just bear with me. I also think I need like a little rolly chair. But if you're gonna grab the outfit that's up there right now, I don't know how people are like saying like, oh, 20 seconds till the deal's gone. Cause like if it's on sale, it's on sale. We don't control it. Also, I did see somebody tonight saying that the dress that I'm gonna give away, which is this one, is really good quality, and no, it is not, actually. It's like totally see-through. Like, can you see through this? Well, you can if the sun is out. So it's like $11, but I can see, I wish you could see straight, look. Can you see that? Straight through there? I don't know. I can't wear it because you're totally gonna see my chi-chis under this, and I don't wear a bra, so I don't need you seeing my little covers. So I'm gonna give this away tonight to somebody who's okay with like wearing Spanx or something. I don't wear any of that stuff because that's a pain for me. But just so you know, I'll always keep it real and tell you if it's actually good quality or not. Like I said earlier, I feel like I'm reintroducing myself, and that's so weird. I had a clothing company, a very large clothing company, for about 12 years until I went through an absolutely horrible divorce. And then out of nowhere. And then now I don't have that company anymore. So now I'm selling stuff on TikTok. I used to have a 10,000 square foot warehouse. I used to have a bunch of employees. Life was a lot different, like just recently. But it is what it is. Hopefully you learn from my mistakes and learn to ask questions and not just believe your husband, because he could be a whole ass criminal and you don't even know about it. So let's keep on going. And you're welcome to ask me any questions along the point of this story as well. Pin another product. I can't pin another product. I'm not even done with this one. Hi, Chels. Hi, Maria. Hi, Haley. Hi, April. Hi, Misty. Hello, friends. Okay. So the first item that we're gonna see, it's so weird. I don't know. I don't feel normal yet. If we're on Instagram, I probably would feel normal. But today I just don't. And I'm a little bit nervous about tomorrow. Not nervous. Maybe a little bit. Anyways. So the first item that you guys need to grab definitely is this little sweat set though. The material is really thick, to be honest with you. Like, I'm pushing my fingers through this, look, see it? But it is like really thick, especially for something that comes from overseas. I would just size like 2 full sizes down. You could wear the top, plus like I wouldn't want to wear this outfit this big. If somebody wants this large, they can get it. I don't know how much I got it for, but however much it is right there, that's how much I got it for. Maybe I'll put it on my Poshmark. I have a bunch of like designer handbags and stuff on my Poshmark. You can go look over there, and if you want anything, just message me on Instagram, because Poshmark takes a lot of money. And I'll give you a better deal from Instagram. But this outfit is really cute, no joke. I probably would like it in like a, see, look at this. It's just so big on on me, and I do not need all this room. I don't know what's on my butt over here. So if you're gonna grab this one, I would size like 2 full sizes down. My most favorite thing, I need to put a t-shirt on, that I've gotten so far from the TikTok shop has to be my pajamas, and I linked all them here too. They're under multiple different like product listings because they're from different companies, but oh my gosh, if you look at my actual TikToks, you'll see the quality is very good, and I'm super picky. And the reason I said that about my clothing company is because I manufactured a lot of my clothes for over a decade, and I'm extremely picky about quality. If you've bought from me before, I'd love for you to comment on here so other people know that I'm not making that shit up. Like really, I'm very much a stickler about the quality of fabrics, and there's some stuff I don't like that black and white dress, and then there's some stuff that I think is actually a really good deal, especially considering like some of the stuff that I've seen on the TikTok shop is cheaper on the TikTok shop than I would get it wholesale for, that I didn't design or anything. So for me, like, it just made sense. Why, if I want you guys to get the best deal, I'm gonna tell you where to get it from TikTok. I ordered the lashes you liked. What is the lash map you use? All 14s all the way across. If the 14s are too big, oh, thank you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I took it off today because I put it in the jewelry cleaner and then I forgot all day long. But anyways, the lash map, I do all 14, so it makes like a doll eye all the way across. But if 14s are too long for you, you can get 12s. And 12s are always gonna come with the little kit too. But get the ones that are pre-glued so you don't have to do anything. Today I just threw on 10s because I wanted to show you guys like how it works to put the lashes on. But they work so well. You literally just pop them right under you. Oh, y'all are so nice. Thank you. Yes, I designed denim for a really long time. Now I make jewelry, and I'm gonna eventually get into makeup a little bit, and then I am getting into like some cozy stuff like robes. Maybe soon, like tomorrow. I don't know. So we'll see. Anyways, I linked all the products that we're gonna talk about over in my shop. You just click the little orange cart and go from there. So bear with me, as I really don't know what I'm doing, and this is the first time I've ever tried it like this. I'm way more comfortable, like I said, on Instagram, and yeah, that's it. You can always count on me to tell you the truth too. Like, even if that dress would probably make me $5 a dress or something, but the fact is it's like really shit fabric, so I'm not gonna tell you to buy it. You are so nice, thanks. Gonna try the 12s. The pre-glued ones are literally the best. Hi, April. Hi, Laura. Bought from you several times. Best clothes ever, best jeans. Thank you. I used to design denim that didn't gap in the back like 10 years ago before anybody else was doing that. I had 2 different clothing size models like a decade ago. So I literally like started way back before. I started filming everything that I was doing before Instagram was even a thing, like a long time ago. So it is a lot different for me to do it this way, but we're gonna roll with it because it is what it is. Okay. Also, I have a really cute outfit. I need to go grab the boots out of my closet because I have this orange sweater and this plaid skirt that is so cute. And I also don't know how to click on the other products, but I'm just gonna pop my other sweater thing on and see if it like automatically changes it or something. So thanks for testing this out for me. You're the OG Judy Blue. I feel like you started the denim craze. Me too, to tell you the truth. I told you guys a long time ago, like, Judy Blue had offered to be my factory too. My factory ended up being Flying Tomato. So if you've heard of them, that's who manufactured my denim for me. And it was like the best time of my life. I loved making the clothes. It's weird for me to like sell other people's stuff because I'm really picky about the quality of it, but we're gonna roll with the cards we're dealt. Okay, so the first outfit is the one that's pinned right now. Remember, I would go like 2 sizes down. I know a lot of people on live videos say stuff like, oh, right now you can get free shipping for like 2 more minutes. I think it's free shipping all the time. I've never seen it like turn off or anything. So I understand that sense of urgency is like a key point to like selling stuff sometimes, but I talk to people on these videos like they're my best friends, and a lot of them are in real life too. So at the end of the day, that's not really true. From what I've seen, I've never seen something like be free shipping and then not be free shipping. If you click on the product and it says free shipping, then it's free shipping. Also, I've noticed that the more you comment and like and tap on videos, the more TikTok will call you, like think that you're an engaged user, and they send you coupon codes. I did see that for sure, because I went on other people's videos and I started doing that, and then I started getting all kinds of coupons on TikTok. So I'm guessing that that's where it comes from. Hi, Lizzie. Hi, friends. My lipstick is like a Revlon Color Stay crayon and then some e.l.f. Lip gloss stuff over it. I don't think I have it out here. But the lip gloss stuff does not look like, it's way darker in the tube than it is in real life. It's like almost clear in real life. Hello, friends. I'm glad y'all got the pajamas. They're so comfortable, right? Look, let me put them on real quick. Stay here. Y'all introduce yourselves to each other. Also, the best part of my company, Kiki LaRue, the company that's no more because this crazy stalker lady and my ex-husband like ruined everything and stole a bunch of money and did a bunch of bad stuff. The best part was all the friendships that were formed. So my company was based in Texas, but I would meet people like all over the country. I would go, like, I met Lizzie in Utah by going to having a meetup in Utah and inviting all my Utah friends. And the best part was like that other people got to make friends with other people too. So it's not just like random people. My Instagram was private for a long time and I just made it public like 2 or 3 weeks ago so I could tell my story about what happened between my husband and that woman, Crystal, that stalked me and then sued me. Sued me and my husband, but he helped her. So anyways, now it's all public and it does make me a little bit nervous, but if it's anything like today's live video that I did earlier when I was just like rambling on about my lashes, like you guys were real quick to, cause she likes to jump in the comments sometimes. She'll like make a bunch of accounts. So you guys were quick to handle that and I appreciate it. Got my first KLR at the Roanoke storefront. Oh, I used to have a coffee shop and a storefront. Your makeup is always gonna make it. My makeup today actually does look pretty good, but I think there's like the beauty filter on this, so it like softens your face. Do what you wanna do, sis. Oh, the pajamas are the best too. My nail color is, I don't know. I have no idea. It's the first time I've ever done like a fall-y kind of color like this. Not really a fan of it, but it was expensive and I'm not changing it. And the lady was like so proud of herself and I didn't really like how thick they were, but she was so proud of herself I could not tell her I didn't like them. She's like, don't you love it? And I was like, yeah. Like, what am I gonna say? You don't complain at the nail place. You just take what you get. Can you imagine? Okay, I'm scrolling down. Please, what's the difference between all the glued lashes? Let me grab some of them while I change into these pajamas. Hold on, can you see me? Hopefully you can't see me. I'm gonna change into these comfy little pajamas so you can see how cute they are. The ones you were asking me the most about were the pink Jaguars the other day. You were like, I can't find the Jaguars anywhere. Okay, well, medium or large, either one fits me really freaking good. These ones have a little bit of spray tan on them, but it's fine. Remember that first outfit that's pinned, go like 2 sizes down. No joke, 2 sizes. I'm literally not kidding. I'm gonna grab some stuff I want to talk about. I haven't buttoned my clothes. Look how cute my pajamas are. So cute, right? And I am a stickler. I cannot say it enough. I'll repeat myself 5,000 times. I am a stickler for good quality fabric. And these are good. It does not feel like that crinkly, like cheap overseas fabric. It feels very good. Let me button these up. I got the floral. Oh, it smells like spray tan still. I put on my self tanner. Aren't these so cute? Like they really are. And they're so cheap. And you can give them to other people as gifts. They come with shorts that are super stretchy. Super stretchy. But the material, like you just don't, I don't know. I just didn't expect the material to feel so good. I've gotten some stuff from overseas before and I'm like, man, it feels like crinkly and hard. These don't feel like that at all. So, okay, let me show you the different patterns that there are. And then I also need to figure out how to pin them. Does the waist run small? I hate that they're tied on these on the pajamas? No. Yes, it's like a buttery soft material. That's a good way to put it. Like it just feels like, it's not what you would expect. Like, you know how you get stuff from other stores overseas? Name rhymes with bean or bean, however you want to pronounce it. And it's like that crinkly, like really hard material. This is not like that at all. Like it genuinely is so soft. When you get them, you'll see what I mean. And I don't like to sleep in clothes. So I have to be, and I fell asleep the other day on my couch in these, but with my spray tan on, that's why this smells so bad like spray tan. I need to wash them. But this is the pink Jaguar one. How do I pin a product? Is Heather in here? Can you pin those are pinned, sis, because I just added them to my cart. Okay, remember this is my first time, so just bear with me. Also, could you what did the lady say? Tickle the screen? I don't know what it does, but I think it shows my video to more people, which means do this, okay? A bunch of times, okay? Okay, let me show you I gotta figure out how to pin them though. How do I pin the products? Hold on. Can y'all still see my face right now? Because I'm looking at the products on my screen. Not, oh, there's one. Oh, they're $13. $13 for some pajamas. For you get both pieces. Oh, that one's 21. The Jaguars. Oh, look, here's the ones I'm wearing right now. There you go. Okay, so is it pinning? Tell me, is it pinning? I need to have like another thing set up that shows me what y'all can see. Is it showing you? My cat wants in. Is it? These ones are more expensive today, I think. So this print and this print are from a different company. They're one listing, I believe. And then this print that I love so much is another company. And then this print is another one. So it's like all different listings in my little TikTok shop, but all of them are worth it. $13 for a top and bottom. Like if nothing else, get them and give them to people as gifts and tie a bow around the little outfit. It would be so cute as a Christmas gift. Nobody would ever know this is only $13. Like, do you know how much money we've all paid for pajamas? Especially from like Victoria's Secret. Come on, where are you? She's crying at the door to come in. My cat's like a dog. She's crying. So my favorite prints. So sorry, my phone keeps ringing. It's supposed to be on Do Not Disturb. All the boys want to call at night when I'm busy. Sorry, bro. Also, I'm about to tell you about a perfume. Before someone who just called gets on here and realizes I would get myself in trouble. Shit. Listen, I'm dating. I just started. And it is interesting to say the least. But I'm gonna tell you about some perfume, and I asked somebody that I was around when I wore that perfume what he thought of it, and he said it was the perfect amount. That's what his answer was. Anyways, back to pajamas. Sorry, I hop all over the place. If you've never been here, it's like ping pong in my head. What's the difference between we're gonna talk about that in a second. The lashes. Thank you, Bethany. It's very weird to talk about other people's clothes. It is. But I did find some stuff that I genuinely really like that's so freaking cheap. And if you think for 2 seconds I could even make these pajamas as a set for $13, no. So, but that also tells me how cheap we could have really made clothes for. Because like if you get these top and bottom for $13 and they're making a profit, like, come on now. Anyways, here's the prints. I want the black and white ones with the little bows on them. And I love this one too, look. And that's so cute. But the material is just, so this material is a little more like not satin, but kind of like what it feels like when you touch satin on your skin. Whereas this one, oh, my tie-dye sweatshirts, I love those. Hi, cousin. Cousin, is my, are these pajamas linked at the top of my thing? Oh, it says I'm like 1 of 100 away from my goal. I don't know what that means. But also, do this on the screen a bunch of times till it like fills up the little, there's like a meter that should go across, and do it like 50 times until the meter like fills up. I don't know what it really does for me if you do that, but I've seen people do it, and every time I see a live video for someone else, I just do it because I don't know what it does, but I feel like it's good for them. Anyways, these are the other two prints I got. I love them both. This one and this one all feel similar. This one, not gonna lie, it feels the best. It really does. Not only is it the freaking cutest, like pink Jaguars, what? Also, I have a 38 double D chest. I'm 43 inches. The two most important like measurements you need to know as a girl to buy clothes on the internet are your hips and your nips, okay? Around your bust, that means the fullest part of wherever your chest is, measure all the way around that. And then your butt, the biggest part around your hips or your butt. So if your hips are smaller than your booty, measure around the largest part of your butt and the largest part of your chest. If you know what those two measurements are, you can literally buy anything on the internet, provided they have like actual number measurements. I wouldn't go based off like, oh, it's size 8'10", because I could fit in like a small 4 from Walmart, but I tried my own jeans on yesterday and it's size 4 and that ass too fat. It was not happening. So here's the 3 different prints. The pink one's on the bottom. Hello, friends. Hi. I know people are like, what are you doing on here talking about clothes? You never do that. I know. Oh, these pajamas would be perfect. There's a link across the bottom. They are linked at the bottom. So if you don't see like this print or this print, because you won't, probably under the like pin for this. I don't know how many products you can. Oh my gosh, people are like doing the rose thing. I don't know what that means. Y'all really no idea what it does for me at all. This is so cool. Okay. Anyways, here's the pajamas. 2 pieces, super stretchy everywhere. Like, this is super stretchy. The medium and the large. Wait, I just heard like a money sound. What does that mean? I have no idea what's happening. Okay, I'm gonna try to catch up with your comments. I don't know what any of this stuff means, but I'm very thankful for it. Story, long-time shopper. Oh, sorry, long-time shopper. Oh, it did it again. I missed these lives from back when you used to do it. This is like so cool. 50% of the live goal is completed. Wait, but hold on. We have more stuff to talk about. Okay, so there's my pajamas. It just is clapping for me now. What does that sound mean? I don't know. Okay, lashes. Here's what you gotta know. Number 1, if you see it, stop. If you see it, stop. If you see a Buc-ee's, just stop. Get the beef jerky, get a cake ball, get some fudge, get you a cute tumbler. Like, I was picking between my Bougie Stanley and this, and we see, let's make a guess. What's in here? I won't tell you until you guess. What do you think is in here? If you know me, you know exactly what's in here. Here's a hint. When I did Orange Theory, same thing I put in my water jug. It's not water. All right. God, my butt cheeks hurt. What, was I using my muscles back there yesterday? I feel like no. As far as lashes go, if you're a beginner, this is my challenge to you. If you currently get your lashes done, take 1 week off, just 1 week. No offense to any lash creators or lash people, but that shit is expensive. Like, I was spending hundreds and hundreds of dollars every month, and like, I cannot do that. Especially when that woman and my ex-husband stole all my money, because that's what they did. And if I'm wrong, you should sue me. These are pre-glued lashes, okay? They have glue at the base of them. These are add glue to your lashes, add glue to the lashes thing. These are also pre-glued. Are these 2 different companies? Okay, so these are 2 different companies. This company, which I think is also pinned in the little cart, or not pinned, but like if you click the cart, scroll down to look for this name. I promise I'll clean up how many products are in there tonight, but these 2 companies are my favorite for pre-glued lashes. I would say so. Here's my opinion. These are easier to take off of the grid, okay? This is what we call this piece, it's the grid. These are easier to take off with tweezers, this brand. It has just 1 little line of glue around the bottom, okay? These have, see the glue, how it's like a cross hatch? Y'all gotta try them. They're literally life-changing, and you're gonna save so much money. Look, so see the glue? Let me get closer. So see how the glue is like that cross hatch at the bottom? These are harder to get off of here, off the grid, but not that hard. Like, literally, you just gotta be careful. And it's because the glue is like, instead of being 1 line at the bottom, the glue kind of goes from here, look, it goes from like here backwards. Whereas these, the glue is like 1 little bitty line. So these are easier to take off, but that should not be like what makes up your mind for you. This is the company I reached out to because they are my all-time favorite, and I asked them if they could possibly make us like a set with just 12s and 14s, because everybody wants 12s and 14s. I'm a 14 girly, and a lot of people who don't want to go that bold pick 12s, but the problem is whenever you get like a kit like this that comes with 10 to 18, like, who's using an 18? I mean, my eyelashes would be like way up here. So, but they're so easy to use. You literally just pick them off the grid and pop them under your eye and you are done. There's nothing else left to do. Now, once you get the hang of it a little bit, you can use these. These ones are, this company is wonderful too, but the company's called Fad Lash, and they are a great company. They're super nice people. They message me all the time. These lashes do not feel cheap at all. This exact one, this exact kit is like a little bit curly, probably a little more curly than I'd want to use. I don't know. I did look so cute on them the other day, I ain't gonna lie. But it was real curly. So I'm gonna try again in ones that aren't so curly, but they don't feel like plasticky at all. And then this is what they look like up close. I know I don't make any money off these lashes, but also y'all need to know, because we are spending so much money on like lash extensions also the other thing with lash extensions, I would pick them out all the time. I never touch my eyelashes with these. Like I do not pick at them at all. So see them? They're like super curly. So, oh my gosh, somebody bought something during my video. That's so nice, thank you. I've never done this before. Okay, so these though, you have to put the lash glue at the base of your lash with the little lash glue it comes with. Then you put the lash glue on the lash itself at the base of, can I just tell you, when I tell men that I talk about lashes on TikTok and that's my income, they're like, what? And I'm like, no, I swear I had like a multi-million-dollar business. They're really like, you talk about lashes? Yes, I do, to my friends, I gotta tell them. So, look. See that? So you put the lash or the glue at the very end of these, like just on the top part. You don't put it under the lash. You put it on top of the lash right here. And then you just stick them like that. But the best thing about, oh, dropped them. About these are, they come with a ton of them. So, and also these are the ones that I put on the other day, and they're the first lashes ever that I've slept in that stayed all night long. They stayed for like 3 days, and I probably wouldn't wear them more than that because I get grossed out having the same lashes on my eyeballs for multiple days. To be honest with you, I like just taking them off every night. That's why I use these. But it is a little bit more expensive if you do it this way, because imagine. So this comes with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So I probably use 4 to 5 on each side. So say 10. So you're using like 1 row every day. Okay? So this gives you 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. If you wanted to use all these sizes, but that's why we need a whole kit of one size, because I don't usually use the 10s. I don't usually use the, what are those, 16s at the bottom? But it's definitely worth a try, and it's still way cheaper. You can get them anywhere from like, if you post on, like if you tap on the video a bunch, or if you interact with videos, TikTok will send you coupons, and you can use those coupons on things like these. And then when you put them in your cart, it'll send you a coupon and make them way cheaper. So I've literally bought these kits for like $8. So $8 for 10 or 11 days worth of lashes is a lot cheaper than $100 a week, $150 a week. Because I was picking mine off like crazy. Okay, let's talk about some other stuff. I also got this blanket and I haven't opened it yet. This is how it came. I don't know how it feels. We're gonna see. I'll tell you the truth for sure. Let's see how to open it. Let me try to pin it to the top. Oh, it says invitation sent. I didn't mean to do that. I have no idea what invitation I just sent, so I'm so sorry. Let me, look, I'm pinning the Fad Lash ones that I just talked about right now. Wait, why is it only showing like 10 products? Oh, scroll the other way. Okay, let me find the blanket. Oh, there it is. I'm pinning it right here. I don't know if I like it yet, so give me 2 minutes. Okay, let's open it up. Oh, that worked out great. Oh. So good. Hold on. Let's see how thick it is. Oh, this is cute. This feels so good. Can you feel this through the screen? Look. This feels... This is so cute. I paid for this with my own money, too. This was not free. TikTok does send you a lot of stuff for free, but not me yet, because I'm not that popular. Okay. Oh my God, it feels so good. This would be a good blanket to like take on a car ride, because it's not super thick. Like from here, it's not super thick, but it still feels heavy. Dang, this is good. I'm gonna buy these for gifts. And it came like vacuum sealed super tight. Okay, this is a yes for me. We're keeping this bad boy. This feels so soft. How did they get this like vacuum sealed like that? They must have sucked all the air out. But like it feels so good. I don't know how much it is, but someone tell me. How much does it say it is? This is so soft, and it's pink, and everything in my house is pink. My curtains are pink, my blanket, my bed is pink. My comforter is pink. Very comfortable. My jammies are pink. Okay. Definitely yes on the blanket. I would say for sure. I'm going to try on Oh, I'll go in the order of the things that I love the most. And my bottoms probably aren't gonna match, but that's okay. So the next thing I'm gonna try on is by far, like I used to make sweaters called butter sweaters for a living, and oh my God, they're the softest fabric ever. Literally, they sold them in Nordstrom. They're everywhere. They're so freaking comfortable and so soft and just the best fabric. This fabric of this sweater, it is made so well. And let me tell you, right before I got on this video, I saw somebody else's video. I screenshotted it earlier, and I'll post that screenshot on Instagram when I'm done on my stories. It was like an airbrushed picture of a sweater very similar to this on a girl, and that is not the sweater that you get. Like the listing that I have is the listing for the actual sweater. You'll see what I mean when I post it on Instagram, but a lot of times when you buy stuff from these TikTok shops, they find stuff that's popular, then they go dupe it, and it's nothing like the original. Even the girl that was modeling the sweater, like it's not the same because my like pearls and stuff are way closer together. But I'm gonna put this on and I'm gonna show you what it looks like. And when I tell you it is the soft, it feels like a cat. Like it's so soft. It feels like a rabbit. That's even better actually. Okay, and I got 2 sizes because I didn't know which one. Oh God, just feel it. Look, oh, it feels so good. Okay, hold on. Let me just pin it real quick. Okay, go back. You got to get that blanket, but use a coupon code. So just put it in your cart right now, but don't buy it till you get a coupon code. Hold on. Also, the curling iron that's in my TikTok showcase, by far best curling iron, hands down, that I've ever used to curl my hair and keep the curls there for days and days and days. Okay, hold on. Let me find this sweatshirt. Oh, there it is. It says ends in 1 day. See? Why are they saying like ends in 40 minutes? No. I got the large and the medium. So cute. But see how close the pearls are? Remember that, because when I show you the picture on my Instagram later, you're going to be like, oh, okay, I see what she means. It's the picture in the Instagram is not from the same people, not from the same company. But let me try this on. I like the pink one the best, and I got the pink one in large. Should have got both in a small, so size down, down, down in these because they are obviously oversized. Okay, let me show you. I'll show you the large first because it's pink. God, look at it. Like, look. It feels so good. And also, the pearls are all grommeted on. So grommeted means they're like punched with a little tool on, so they're not going to come off. Look, they're not glued. You don't want them glued on your shirt. So see the little tool? It's metal on this side too. I wonder what happens if you go through like a machine at the at the airport. So see how they're grommeted on? Let me put it on. God, it feels so good. Hopefully you can't see me. But the listing that I have pinned is for the exact sweater. Now, I'm going to have to like send these back and get a small in both of them. I'm definitely going to order the small because this is so big on me, but isn't this so cute? Like, has pearls all over it and it's so soft. Here, let me show you the white one too. It has to be this brand. It cannot be other brands because they tried to dupe the sweater and it is not the same. So this is how big the large is on me. It's way too big, see? But I'm gonna get a small instead. I'll probably put this large one on my Poshmark. God, it's so soft though. I think I have it pinned. Hold on, let me scroll to the bottom. Long-time shopper, I missed these lives. Well, I'm here, guys. Thanks, guys. I ended up with a dupe and I hated it. See, I told you, not a joke. And somebody had the dupe on her page and it was like $10 or $12. Who cares if it's $10 cheaper? Like, it's shit. It's not good. Like, fact is, it's just really not good. This is ridiculous good. Like, I would buy this for I don't have a mother-in-law. But if you have a mother-in-law they actually like, I don't have that, never did. And so, sorry, Jesus, that was kind of petty. But if you do, this would be a great, like, it feels like it's so expensive. Also, I hate cashmere because I think it's itchy. But this feels like it would be like the same level as giving someone like a cashmere sweater. Here's the white one. If it comes in other colors, I'm getting other colors. Somebody tell me what other colors are listed. This is the medium. I'll put the medium on too. The large is definitely too big for me. But again, I was ordering all larges because I thought that's like what I needed. Wrong. I'm going to get smalls in all of them. Maybe even an extra small. Tell me this is not like the most beautiful sweater. It is so pretty and it feels, look, can you see that? I wish you could touch it through the screen. Look, it's so good. Okay, let's put on the white one. Hopefully it's not see-through, but I have my little covers on. You know what I mean? Red, white, and pink. I'm definitely getting red for sure. Hi, Carla. I've been following you since the blogging days. You're you're so nice. $23. I got you some linked on Instagram and wore them to a wedding. See, I'm telling you, they really are so good. I never see you pick at them anymore like you used to. I don't pick at my lashes. Because honestly, and if something, I have like gone to the lake in these lashes. These are 10s. I only put them on today to show you guys earlier in my video because like I don't really wear 10s out and I probably wouldn't wear 10s out, but it does like on camera make it look like I have something there. Yes, I am on Instagram still. I just am in Instagram jail and I can't post live videos, so I came to TikTok. Because I did something stupid on accident and I like offered to give away something to local people and you're not supposed to give away stuff like that. But I wasn't thinking. I was just like, oh, if you already take this and you need some, I have a little bit left. But then I thought, oh yeah, you can't do that. So anyways, I'm in trouble for like 30 days over there. So we're going to TikTok. And TikTok is like, let me join the, oh my God, it feels so good. Let me join the creator program. So the more people share my TikToks, oh, not see-through either, girl. The more people share my TikToks, like my actual TikTok posts, the better of a chance I have of like, you know, going viral, I guess it is. I don't know. I only want the stuff to go viral that talks about what happened to me with Ben and Crystal, like committing fraud and doing all the stuff to my business and misappropriating funds and like lying about my inventory and then lying in court. So anyways, remember she sued me and him for $1 million for telling y'all that she did that. But back then I didn't have anybody to go to bat and show the proof, and now I have the proof, and it's all over my Instagram. So you should go look. Also, it's way more fun to talk about clothes than that stuff for sure. But we can talk about it. Ask me questions. It's easier. God, it feels so good. Okay, see it up close? It's like the softest fabric. This is a medium, and it's better, but I still think the small would be better on me. Like, look at this. And it's not see-through either. See that? Like you would be able to see my covers through here and you can't see them. Yeah, this is a heck yes for me. Christmas pictures. Also, it doesn't touch your belly. So you don't like, you can, look. It doesn't matter. You could eat all the turkey you want and it still looks good. Okay, let me see. I'm scrolling down. I don't know Spanish. I'm so sorry. Could you say it in English? I just bought 6 pajama sets. Okay, good. I hope you use my link. Thank you. What's my Instagram? @BusyBecca. BUSYBECKA. It's also linked in my TikTok bio. I was sued for $1 million. Me and my husband were sued for $1 million by a woman named Crystal, who also sued the last company she worked for. And I had all this proof of what I was saying, but my attorney didn't show it to the judge. So I lost, and like he showed nothing, zero. She brags on her podcast she created about me that, and sorry to my Instagram friends who already know all this stuff and I repeat myself 10 times, but TikTok people don't know, so forgive me now. Y'all can also fill in the blanks for the people asking the questions. So yes, she worked for me, but I didn't know that she had already been talking about me on the internet for years before I met her. Yeah, maybe we should start there. I feel like I should. It's more of a story that I could tell if I was like sitting in a chair doing my lashes, not like going back and forth with clothes. But I'll try to answer it for you. So yes, there's a woman who I used to never say her name when like all the stuff was going on, but now I already lost. So I feel like for $250,000, I'm allowed to say my side of the story now since no one said it in court. And if you look at my Instagram highlights, there's a lot of details over there, part 1 through 4 on Instagram, including like their actual text messages, backing up everything I'm saying, the like P&L statements, balance sheets, tax returns, all those things that they fabricated. It's all over there on my Instagram in parts 1 through 4. It's kind of long to listen to, so I would like hop on the walking pad I hope TikTok sends me because I want it so bad. Like I could just walk the whole time and be telling my story, you know? Wouldn't that be cool? Get my steps in. Anyways, yeah, she sued me for $1 million and my husband. So I was married for 17 years, thought that I had like the best husband in the world, didn't realize that like he's not the best husband if your dad's doing everything that a husband does and he's sitting on the couch watching 37 seasons of Survivor. But he really didn't have a lot of responsibility. He quit his job in 2014 to help me with my business, and he did help in 14 and 15, but by 16 we were on a platform called Shopify. We really didn't need any help anymore because it's like a plug and play kind of thing. I think they're very similar in their like what's it called? Egos, where they both like wanted to be more important than they were and weren't worth the money. I think especially for her, she is a teacher now, which is so weird to me, especially special ed teacher. That's very dangerous. And I'll say it again and again and again, considering the lengths that she's gone to be around kids. I feel like that's my opinion is that that's very, very dangerous, but we'll get to that. If you do want any of the backstory though, I'll tell you to go look at my Instagram highlights, but I wouldn't even say to make a long story short, because this story is like 5 hours long. It's crazy. But yeah, she sued me and my husband for $1 million because I told the internet in 2020 that she was talking about me poorly on blogs on the internet behind my back while she worked for me. And I knew she did because it was conversations I've only had with her. And that was kind of all the proof that I had. Like, it was her conversations with me repeated on the internet. So like I knew that's her, the words she used, the conversation. But I mean, I was mind blown when you're like reading this. And in the first couple minutes, you're like, holy shit, like she's been talking for 5 years, 6 years at that point. And she'd been like in charge of running my business essentially for the last 2, for 2019 and 2020. So, but then when everything started coming out, like it ended up being like almost the same situation as the last place she worked. So she also did something very similar to them too. They just settled with her. Which I talk about all that in my Instagram highlights too. So we'll get there. Okay, let me show you another. This sweatshirt is from a small business. Usually I wouldn't wear like this kind of stuff, but it's from another small business. So, and the sweatshirt was like $30, which is a little more than I want to spend for TikTok stuff, but it's from another small business owner. And she literally does hand make every single sweater. Like I watched her, and that's really important to me. I used to hand make like tie-dye sweatshirts and stuff. When my dad was dying of cancer. That sounds so sad to say, and it definitely is, but also it sounds like so weird. Let me just say when my dad was sick, okay? So when my dad was sick, and I really didn't want to like make clothes, like I didn't really want to be on camera all the time. It was more therapeutic for me to go in my garage late at night. I knew he would be up there late, so I like made tie-dye sweatshirts by hand and then sold them on the internet. This girl hand irons on every single letter. Like I watched her on TikTok, so I was definitely buying one from her because girl, I've been there. So I'll try this on and show you too. It is a size large because I always buy large. So I'll tell you how it fits. Anyways, where do I start with that story? So in October of 2020, also, please forgive me if you hear me talking about this all the time and you're like, oh my God, why won't she shut up? If somebody stole millions of dollars from you and you were left with absolutely nothing, and when I say nothing, I mean, I built like a 13,000 square foot house, sold it for $1 million in profit that I didn't want to sell. It was my dream home. It took me 2 years to build it. And then if somebody came in and like stole that from you and then stole your business and then like told all these people lies about you and then stole your name, like if they were like, oh, ToriTerrell.com, and you go there and it's like a blog and a podcast about you and none of those things are true and they're still getting away with it, you'd be talking about it too. Not only that, if they stole your kid's college fund, if you were married to the person for 17 years and he's helping her do all these things, yeah, you'd still talk about it too. Nobody really asks me that, but just in case. See, my sweater's so cute, right? I gotta bounce back and forth or I'll cry. Okay. Hold on. Yes, I'm still friends with Mama Laughlin. Yes, I do want to sue her back. I just have to sell enough stuff on TikTok to get an attorney and a forensic accountant, and I'll be all over that. You definitely can't make this stuff up. I listened to it while I was cleaning. The best thing to do is go to part 1 on my Instagram stories and put your AirPods in and do a task. That way you can follow along. And I do kind of repeat myself a little bit because I never know who's watching like part 1 or part 3. So hold on, let me pin this to the top. So forgive me. This is not something I ever wanted to talk about. And I got kind of emotional earlier today because I was like, I do not want this to be my legacy. Like I built my business on being really nice to women and creating friendships with people all around the country. And I built my business basically for women, definitely. But like, I just wanted people to be nice to each other on the internet. And it's so weird because during the trial, she was like sitting on the stand talking about my business, and she's like, she just has like the best community of women, and they're just so size inclusive and so nice to everybody, and it doesn't matter what you weigh or what you look like. Yeah, and you wanted to be there. You spent $28,000, remember, of your own money? I bet he gave it back to you, didn't he? Anyways, so October of 2020, I was having anxiety real bad. They told me that my dad had 6 months to live in April. If you do the math, that means October. So I thought my dad was about to die in October. I just moved into my dream house. I was married, had been married for 14 years at that point, 13 years. Thought everything was going pretty good, to tell you the truth. My dad had liver resection surgery and had 70% of his liver removed, and he was still doing pretty bad, but he was hanging in there. We had him on chemo, even though he was on hospice. And I was having anxiety really bad, and I didn't know why. That was October of 20. So if you go to September, this woman, Crystal Wrighton, she works for me. She was the operations manager. So her job, in my eyes, according to me, not her, because her eyes, she had this whole huge position that you listen to it and you're like, what? That was not even your job. Her job was to clock people in and out, to tell me when inventory was getting low on a product, to create spreadsheets about like product stats, like here's the new arrivals for the week. Like, it wasn't like rocket science, which that's important later because she buys me a little plaque that says rocket scientist, which I guess I am. And anyways, so looking back now, and I would have never thought or said it then, I think she thought that her role was a lot more important than it was. My dad was dying, and that's all I cared about. He lived with me for 11 years. So when she left, like, I texted her, I think maybe in the group chat, maybe by herself, and I said, hey, I finally found a CPA that I like, and I'm gonna hire them. Thank you so much for helping me with my taxes. I know that's not in your wheelhouse, but I appreciate you helping me. I found a CPA I like, so you don't have to do that anymore. So that was something I was taking off her plate, because she had been helping us with my tax returns. I didn't know. She was like really not helping. So 30 minutes later, she sends a resignation notice, and I'm at lunch for my friend's birthday, and I'm like, okay. And my other employee sends me a text, and she's like, I don't know what's going on. See, I can't just talk about it because now I'm not talking about clothes. She's like, I don't know what's going on, but she just left. And I'm like, huh? Like, okay, I'll handle it when I get there. Like, I think I posted the text messages. It's important because later on, her whole entire thread gets deleted out of my phone. And why would I do that? So I didn't. But I bet you can guess who did. Anyway, so she leaves, and I'm like, okay, because she kind of it was the kind of thing where, like, me and the other girl that worked for me, if we, like, wanted to be nice or, like, throw her a bone or make her feel included, and I don't mean that as ugly as it sounds, we would, like, let her come hang out with us at my house, because that's where we worked. I had a warehouse in Roanoke, and then I had my house in Bartonville. I worked from home in Bartonville because my dad was sick, and I wanted to spend as much time with him as I could. And so we would, like, tell her, like, sometimes it would be like, oh, we should have the marketing meeting at my house today so that, you know, she feels special and she can come over. And I don't mean that ugly, but that is factually the statement. So sorry if that sounds mean. I don't mean it that way. I'm not like a mean-spirited person at all. Anyways, and so she sent the resignation notice. I tell the other employee, like, it's no big deal. Like, I'll handle it later. Like, I'm at lunch right now. It just wasn't a big deal to me. I knew the girl wasn't going to be there forever because she told me that she'd sued her last employer too. And I'm an idiot and didn't think that was a big red flag, but clearly it was. But I didn't ask any details about that because it wasn't my business. Like, whatever she had going on with that company, it wasn't my business. I am now very close with that company, and it is mind-blowing to find out what she did to them and what she did to me. So, anyways, I like these things pop in my head. Anyways, so I messaged her and said, thank you for helping me with my taxes. I found a CPA that I love. Her job had nothing to do with, like, her job wasn't eliminated because I found a CPA. Like, she was helping us with our tax returns and, like, telling her and my husband were doing those things. And so, because she said that she had all this accounting history and she knew all these things. And I thought, well, if you know accounting, I don't. So go ahead and help them for sure. But if I would have known then what I know now, I'd have been like, both y'all hell no. Anyways, so I said we found a new CPA. 30 minutes later, she sends this resignation notice on her podcast because she later purchases my name, my jewelry company name, but spelled differently, my Instagram handle, my future Instagram handle for my makeup line. She purchases all those websites and then they lead to her podcast. That's 100% about me. It's disgusting. But anyways, on her podcast, she said, I don't even remember what I was saying before that. I don't know. She said that she had created her resignation notice that morning at 7 a.m., which is odd because I went back and looked at my text with my husband, and that morning at 7 something, very, very early in the morning, I had told him to make sure that she knows that we found a new CPA today. So I would imagine that they probably communicated that morning because later on in her podcast, she says she created that resignation notice that morning. She didn't send me that resignation notice till like 12 something. I texted her at 11:30 and said, we found a new CPA. So I would assume, I don't know, because I don't know their conversation before that, the text messages were deleted from his phone at that period of time. He uploaded the rest of them to the Google Drive though, so we have them. I post them on my Instagram stories, like the exact ones. And if I'm lying, they should take me to court because then I'd have to show those text messages to the judge. Anyways, so I would imagine he probably told her, Becca figured it out, you better go. But I don't know, it could have been Jesus. I don't know. Anyways, so she leaves September 4th or 2nd of 2020. And I'm like, okay, it's fine, whatever, have a good day. Like, I didn't even say anything about it. I did think it was weird that Ben didn't work for my company at that time, my husband, but she sent it to him. So I was like, that's weird. Why would you message him? Like, what does he have to do with it? Except for he's helping you with your fraud. Anyway, so she leaves. So for like a month and a half, I kept hearing information from the other employee that was still working at my house. And it was all stuff that you wouldn't know if you didn't live in my house or be in my house every day. And I'm like, where's this info? Why is she telling me? If you know me personally or you're like my friend, you can vouch for this. Those two women would always tell me what the hate blog said. And I didn't care because number one, I'm not famous. Number two, I didn't want to be famous. I've never wanted to be popular on the internet. I just want to talk to like the people that know me and love me. And if you don't, then I'm not even talking to you. So, but my friends weren't big fans of those two girls because they would always tell me the shit that was being said on the internet. And I'd be like, I don't need to know. Like, even right now, I have not read a single thing on the blog since Morocco. Like, that was June. Hate to break it to you guys, but I just haven't done it. Anyways, and so, yeah, I was trying to think in my head, like, have I gone one other time? No, because I always like fact check in my head so I can be telling the truth. Anyway, so by October, I was having really bad anxiety, and my brother comes to town from California. I need to change my shirt. My brother comes to town from California, and he's like, sister, just go read the blogs for yourself. Like, go figure it out. If it's giving you this much anxiety, just go read it. And I'm like, I don't want to see that shit. Like, I don't care. Out of sight, out of mind. Like, it does not bother you. All these girls out here, Laura Beverland, Courtney Shields, Danny Austin, none of us read that stuff. That's why it doesn't bother us. If you read it, then it's going to start fucking with you. So don't read it and it won't mess with you. I live in a bubble of happy where like only people are nice, period. I don't go read the 6 little gremlins on Reddit to see what they think, little trash cans who won't say it to me in person. That's just gross. Also, I'm not an anonymous poster kind of person. You can check my phone. I've never in my life defended myself, posted a negative about anybody on the internet. If I have something to say, I post it with my own face, with my own mouth, just like I'm doing right now. Even after I got sued for telling you what I'm telling you right now. So clearly I'm not lying, but okay. So let me change. So my brother comes to town. He's like, sis, you just need to read it. If you're having so much anxiety, just read it. See if it makes you feel any better. Like, see if you can figure out what's going on, blah, blah, blah. Within 5 minutes, on October 21st, 2020. The other thing is, oh my God, I haven't even tried this on before right now. When you're telling the truth, you don't have to remember anything. You don't have to have a script in front of you. My story has not changed. If you listen to my story today and listen to it for the last 4 years, no details change. They only get more detailed. This is cute. It's a large too. Hold on, let me pin it. Let me find it real quick and pin it. This is real cute though. Which one is it? Where are you? So my brother comes to town. He's like, just go read it. It'll make you feel better. Here it is. 25 bucks. 18,000 of these have sold. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, use your coupon on this. This is real cute though. Look. Hello, I'm ready for Montana. Where's my Viking? Take me to Nebraska. Okay, so he says go read it. I go read it. Within 5 minutes, I know who it is. Like immediately. And it is like the sickest feeling in the world to read something and know exactly who said it, because that person, her child was in my will. Like, I was the only person who showed up at her birthday party. I thought she was like I thought she was on the earth to protect me and my business. She had told me a million times, like, I'll always protect you, I'll always keep you safe, which is so disgusting to say about somebody. So immediately I knew, not only because it was conversations that I'd specifically only had with her, like, you know, if you've talked about a specific subject, if I, like, one of the comments was like, maybe she should book her own Airbnb in Carlsbad. There's only one person on the planet I asked to book my Airbnb in Carlsbad, and it's Crystal Wrighton. That's it, no one else. So I tell my other employee, the girl, who was like my closest friend in the entire world. I tell her, oh my God, so that was October 21st. I don't tell her till November 3rd. But October 23rd, we're at market and she has my phone. And I had texted Carissa, my best friend, and I said, holy shit, I know who's talking about me on the blogs. You're not going to believe it, but it's Crystal. Well, the girl that worked for me that was at my house every day, she had my phone at market because she was taking pictures of all the new arrivals that we were about to buy. I think that's when she realized that I knew who it was and told her. But anyways, don't know, don't matter. But the facts of the matter are, October 23rd, she had my phone in her hand, and I told Carissa that day that I knew who it was on the blogs, and then everything started changing. Like, I barely heard from her from October 23rd to November 3rd, but we'll get there. So, on November 3rd, election day, 2020, during the last Trump election, I come home and I first of all, I go vote in Flower Mound. And in Flower Mound, they tell me I can't vote in Flower Mound because my driver's license says Bartonville. I don't tell anybody that happens. I just drive over to Bartonville with the other girl in my car. Not Crystal, but my employee. Little blonde girl that was like my little sister. I went to her college graduation. I was the only person who showed up. Literally no other friends besides me came, her and her parents. Not saying that in an ugly way, just telling you like we were that very, very, very close. So see, hold on. Let's pause for a second. For people who already followed me on Instagram, how do I tell TikTok people about that relationship? And then how do I tell them about, like, what's the question? How do I tell them about that relationship? And then how do I tell them, like, how the dynamic was in the past? I don't know. See, that's when it gets, like, confusing. Okay, back to the subject. Sorry, I hop around a lot. So, November 3rd, I go vote. And the reason that's important is because I leave my phone in the car when I go to Bartonville Town Hall and vote. I should never have done that. I don't know what happened when I left my phone in the car. I just know that when I got home, also, I did not tell anybody that I went to Flower Mound and voted or tried to vote, and they told me no because of my address and I had to go to Bartonville. Didn't tell a single soul. The next day, it's on the blog that I went to Flower Mound, they told me no, and I had to go to Bartonville. So remember that later on. I have screenshots of all those posts, okay? So you're thinking like the only two people who know that I went to Flower Mound and Bartonville are the girl in my car and my husband, okay? Gotta be one of them because they're the only two people who know that I went to Flower Mound to vote. They told me no and I had to go to Bartonville. So I come home that night. I tell my husband and the girl in the car with me, we go to my attorney friend's office because I don't know where else to go. I don't know what to do. All I know is it's got to be illegal that this woman has been talking about me on the internet while she's been employed by me, but also she's been talking about me for years before I even knew she existed, okay? So she had been talking about me for years. Mind you, I got sued for $1 million for saying those words right there. That Crystal Wrighton was talking about me on the internet for years before I knew who she was, okay? I lost that case too. I had to pay her $195,000 so far. The judgment was like $246. I still owe like 30 grand. She's welcome to sue me again if I'm lying. But I went to court for that. I lost because I had a horrible attorney who did not tell the judge any of the things I'm telling you. She's not taking me back to court, fun fact, because she knows if she does now, all the things I'm saying, I get to show the judge, and he didn't see them the first time. I would definitely sue me if I was saying all this. Oh, God. It gets way worse than what I'm saying right now, but we'll get there. So I come home. I tell my husband, see how I'm not talking about clothes anymore? That's a problem, guys. Here. Y'all better be clicking on my showcase. I go home, tell my husband, I know it's Crystal talking about me on the internet. What do I do? That night, Crystal's text thread gets deleted from my cell phone. Why would I delete her text messages from my cell phone? Not only that, her name gets saved in my phone under her husband's phone number. Her husband had already texted me in April and asked if I would come to her birthday party, and I did. I was the only one who did, FYI. So when I went and searched her name in my phone, it showed up the conversation between me and her husband, Caesar. So I'm like, somebody saved her name in my phone with no emojis that used to be under her name and deleted her entire text thread from my phone. Okay? Remember that later. How come I don't have any text messages from her? Ugh, disgusting people. So let's do Let's do these next because these are really popular online. Very cute. I didn't know how I felt about the red and the brown first, but I do like the black and the blue. And I'm gonna make this work too because it would look cute with brown shoes. So we'll put it on. So I come home November 3rd, tell Ben, it's her. Oh my God. Hopefully this is pinned at the bottom. I did not know she talked about you before she worked with you. Yes, so that's what I essentially got sued for. So I got sued for telling, remember, I didn't say her name, but maybe 6 times in 6 months. I said stuff like the devil works hard, but I work harder. Today was a crazy day. All of those sentences were used against me in court. They're called requests for admission. So basically it means that all these things I've ever said were about her, she said. And I'm like, don't fucking flatter yourself. Like I wasn't talking about you. If I said today was a crazy day, it could have nothing to do with you. It could be like, oh, I sat in traffic for 30 minutes. But she had all these statements and they would be like, the devil works hard, but I work harder. That statement implies that Crystal Wrighton is the devil reincarnate. She's recording this too. Hi, sister. I'm still not shutting the fuck up. So during on the court documents, it would say like, that statement implies that she's the devil reincarnate or something. There's no evidence to prove that she's the devil. Therefore, that statement is false and defamatory. So there's 399 of those statements. 99% of them had nothing to do with her at all. I even like ran all those statements through like ChatGPT and asked ChatGPT if it could reasonably surmise that I was talking about that person. And it said that like 13% maybe was the max amount of comments that I had like you could reasonably surmise. Like if ChatGPT can figure it out. But anyways, that's why if you have an attorney and you give them evidence, you have to make sure the judge sees it. Because the judge knows what's going on now. Trust me. That's why she shut her mouth and she ain't suing me again. Because she knows, that judge knows exactly what the fuck she did and what she got away with. So, but it's too late because we've already ruled. Yeah, but the point was she sued me at the middle of November, end of November. How did they know I was home that day too? Like they showed up with my entire family. I had like 30 people from out of town there that day. I answered the door, which is not normal either because my husband's home, but he doesn't answer the door. Wonder why. No, wait. Did he answer the door that day? Either that day or another day they asked for me, and instead of him handling it, he like went and got me. But I remember like walking up to the door and feeling like the energy was weird between me and him. Like, this is your thing. You need to handle this. And that's not normally how our life worked. So I'm about to change my shirt. Grab this though. It's super comfy. So they show up at my door. So I go to my attorney friend. I'm like hopping around too much. November 3rd. Come home election night. The other employee too, I had heard her like hop up from the office chair in my office, and on my screen it said somebody was trying to access your iCloud from Flower Mound, which was like the city next to me in Bartonville. And she ran into my closet where I was holding my phone and like tapped on the screen and hit allow. And so I thought at that point she was giving herself access to my iCloud. Then later on I see that my iCloud is signed in on 5 devices. One of them being my desktop, which wasn't normal. That's the computer she was on. One of them was my phone. One of them was an iPad. That will be important later. And one of them was her laptop. And she had never had permission to be signed into my iCloud on her laptop. Why would I let you sign into my laptop with my personal pictures and text messages? Yeah. Anyways, so I tell my husband and her that I think it's Crystal talking about me on the internet. And my employee, instead of saying like, oh my God, no, she could never do that. She could never do that. She tells me and my husband, she thinks it's her too. She starts listing off all these accounts online that she thinks are her. And I'm like, if you thought that this whole time, why didn't you tell me that? Number one, in one of the videos that I play on my Instagram highlights, you can hear her say, well, I asked her like 2 weeks ago if she was a troll on the internet. Like, even if you suspect that, why wouldn't you bring it to me? Instead, she starts listing off like 9 names of accounts that she thinks are that woman. And she says that that woman logs in and out of these accounts on this website, not the website that they use now, this website that they used to be on that's kind of like privatized now. It used to not be private. But that website talks about only famous people. Meghan Markle, Courtney Shields, Laura Beverlyn, like all these famous influencers. And I'm not one of them. So it was kind of weird to me because I'm like, why? I'm like a mom from Roanoke. Why would they even, with a private Instagram who does not want to be famous, like I don't even want to be an influencer. I just want to design clothes and make women feel good and make them make friends with other women. Like I'm totally different than all these other people. Now I feel like I'm one of them because this is what I got to do because I don't have anything anymore, but it is what it is. As long as people still make friends through this, I'll be happy. That's the least I could ask for. So anyways, she starts telling me and my husband Ben all these things that she thinks that she calls her a psychopath. She says all kinds of stuff. That video disappears from my Arlo camera later on, but I get it back because it's on his computer. He tells me it's a technical glitch, but really it was on his computer. We'll get to that too. So she tells me all these names, says that she logs in, and she even went so far as to tell me that if she made if Crystal would make a comment and nobody were to respond to her comment, that then she would log in under a different account and answer herself to keep the thread going. Like, where would I get that information from if she didn't tell me that? So we go to my attorney friend's office and we talk about all that stuff. She tells me all the accounts she thinks are Crystal. She says she thinks she's a psychopath. Says that her mom's sleeping in her bed at night because she's terrified of Crystal and what she's going to do. She says that she doesn't want to turn off her location because she's scared of what she'll do to her, all kinds of stuff. And I'm just thinking, I thought my news was the biggest news of the week. Like, you adding to all this is making this even more wild. Oh, it gets crazier. So, it was a weird week. That was November 3rd, I think a Tuesday. We have a photo shoot on Wednesday. By Friday, we go sit down and we talk to the cops. Because I'm like, I don't know what they did. I don't want to sue her for defamation. I want to sue her. There's got to be a crime in here somewhere. You can't run someone's business. And I was missing a lot of money. Like, I knew that there was there's no way I'm paying like hundreds of thousands of dollars in tax to the IRS if my revenue's going down. Like, if your revenue goes down, you don't owe more taxes. You pay taxes on revenue. And that's really the only part I knew. So I knew like something's going on and I had no idea what it was or like what the fraud could even be because I didn't at the time know anything about accounting. She hopped on my video, or somebody hopped on my video earlier and was like, you don't even know how to reconcile. You're right. Teach me. So anyways, she can't stay away. She's like obsessed with me in this community. So anyways, let me put the other shirt on while we're here. I'm not doing a good job at selling stuff. Oh, what happened? Do we have one in here? Where did she show up? Hold on. Let's go see. I'm sorry. I wasn't paying attention. Who is that? Miss Dowdy, you are correct. Hold on. Did she come? Oh, I'll be saying her full name till I die. I don't care. Girl, followed you for years. Haven't seen you for so long. Hi, friends. I'm still here. Don't worry. Oh, yeah. Hold on. Community flagged comment. Okay. I don't know what that means. Hold on. She's already made like 2 different accounts. She can share it because she wants to. Wait, what happened? Who buys a person's name? Same. That's my friend's company that made that sweatshirt. Oh, tell her I said thank you. What's your goal with comparing? What's my goal with sharing the story? Telling the truth. That's it. Getting my money back. Like, the people who did these, if somebody came to your house and stole something from you, would you not want it back? No? Like your kid's college fund, your furniture, your clothing, your business. Like, wouldn't you want all these things back? Sweet girl. Oh, you're so nice. Hold on. Wait, I want to go back. Where'd she go? See, the thing is, too, on TikTok, they can change their names very quickly. Oh, how did it go? There it is. Sweet honey bunny. Here's the other thing, too. If you're someone who doesn't understand why I'm still telling the story, then you're probably not someone who needs to be here. Because I'm not talking to you if you don't care. I'm okay if you don't want to listen to this. Like, you can literally go, whoop, and you don't have to hear it. But usually the people who say stuff like that are like faceless, nameless people. Or if they are somebody, it's either someone that has no access to me anymore. Like, can't follow my Instagram stories, can't follow my Instagram, isn't allowed to shop at my store, didn't get to return something they wanted to. That's usually who it is. So anyways, hold on. I don't know who this one is. Oops, I didn't mean to invite them. Sorry, I'm hitting a bunch of buttons. Who buys a person's name? I know. Hold on. Sorry, I'm trying to scroll to the bottom again. Let me paint you a picture. That is so true. I'm scrolling down. Hold on. Oh, there it is. Nope. Sorry. Let me just screenshot that real fast. There we go. Somebody said, here she is. Okay. So, cuckoo bananas is not even like enough. Where was I at? So we're at the police station. We're telling them what happened. The other employee brings her mom. Okay? Because she says her mom's like sleeping in her bed at night because she's so terrified of Crystal. She's told me all these names that she is, and I didn't tell her any of the names that I thought Crystal was using because I wanted her to give me the information. So she even asked me like at one time, who do you think Tie-Dye Tiger Queen is? And I'm like, I don't know. I think that's a new account. I knew exactly who that account was, but I wasn't about to say it. So anyways, funny, because since then, Crystal's had those accounts that I thought were her. She has like people come on anonymously, like with no face, and be like, oh no, that was me. Remember you did that, sis, because later we're going to subpoena that information. Because there's two avenues too to resolve all this. There's a civil route where I get my money. There's a criminal route where they get in trouble. We are already well on this path, but I don't get any money back on that path. This path civilly, where I have to hire an attorney, then I get my money back. So, but both of those things will come in handy. Also, I'll say her name till I'm blue in the face, because it's true. So, we tell the police all the things that happened, and she's like not saying near as much stuff when we're at the police station as she had said all week. Are these two different sizes? Hold on, I'm changing real quick. This is a, let me see. Where did it go? Oh yeah, this is a medium, and the red and brown one I think was a large. Let me look at it. Nope, they're both mediums. Okay, here's the blue and black, and I really like this one a lot. This one's super cute. Look like the Hamburglar. So we're at the police station. We're telling all this information. And I tell her at the police station, like, you're telling the police like 30% of what you've said all week. Like, why aren't you saying the whole thing? Why is your mom like acting like I'm the problem when all week long you've said your mom's sleeping in your bed at night because you're scared of her? And I remember at July 4th, because this is November, July 4th, her mom was at my house. Crystal's whole family, her niece, her child, her grandchild, all her kids, her husband, her grandchild, everybody, her whole family was at my house for July 4th. That's how close we all were, that I thought. The other employee, her mama, is at our house too. And I remember her mom saying something about, oh, well, she works so much and she always has to work. And like, I'm the type of boss, when I get there, like, it's time to go to lunch, it's time to have fun. Like, I am usually like the fun boss. I freak out sometimes, but like not in like an awful way or anything like this. And this girl had more pull than any employee had ever had in my life. So those two women, Crystal and the other employee, had convinced me to fire Diamond, to fire Kendall, to get away from Stacy, who was my assistant. They had convinced me to stay away from Laura Minter because they said she was awful, but then Laura's later on Crystal's podcast. They convinced me to fire Bailey, but then she puts Bailey on her podcast. They convinced me to let go of Amy, but Amy's like number 2 talks about me on the blog with her, and I'm like, literally, she's the one who told me to let you go, but it's okay. That's why I do have to write a book. You know, maybe not a book. I need like a whiteboard where I have like pictures of each person to like show you how they're all tied together. Anyways, so, or like a thesaurus, what's it called at the end? An index, where like you can see the person and then go back to the chapters where they are. So, back to November. We're at the police station. She's like barely telling her mom anything that's going on. Or the police, and I'm like, you literally said like 5,000 more things this week. Why are you not saying them here? And her mom's making it sound like I'm making her work so much and blah, blah, blah. And I had explained to her mom on July 4th, like, I tell her to stop. I tell her she doesn't need to work today. Like, if she chooses to, that's her problem. But I have said, like, today's a party day. We're throwing a party at my house. You don't need to be on the internet. Like, if we don't meet our sales goal today, it's okay. It's July 4th. It's not a big deal. Like, and when I tell you we were making like $150,000 a month on an easy month. The month that Crystal left, she likes to say on her podcast, like my company just dissolved after her. I made $195,000 that month, I think. That month, in 1 month, $195,000. So like, you checking people in or making sure they're packing orders or typing how fast they can pack an order is not going to make or break my business. But she's one of those people that wants to be that valuable. And I don't mean that in an ugly way. That's like factually speaking. So we're at the police station. She says all the things, none of the things. So at the end of it, I tell her, because my dad's blowing my phone up. He's at the hospital in Denton. And he's like, if you don't come get me back, I swear to God, I'm going to check myself out of this place. And I know he will. So I'm like freaking out. Like my dad would literally check himself out of the hospital. So my dad sends me a picture of him on the damn bench outside. And I'm like, I have got to go. I'm in Bartonville at the police station. My dad is sitting on a bench outside. And I know my dad, when he runs out of cigarettes, he's going to start walking somewhere. So I'm like, I've got to go. And I want to finish this so bad. But also, I'm scared to death my dad, who's stubborn as shit, is literally going to leave the hospital and go find himself a beer and some cigarettes. So I tell her, I don't understand why you're not telling the police or your mom near what you've told me. And she looks at my face, not Crystal, the other employee, that, because I'm not allowed to say her name, apparently. I signed something that I didn't know I signed that was immediately released on the internet. If I had known it said this, because I only got the signature page of the document. You can see if you go look the document up. It's on a separate page. If I would have known it said that, I never would have signed it. But it said I have to pay $10,000 every time I say her name, but didn't say you guys can't say her name. It just said I couldn't. So anyways, that was like the worst of everything, because it was just so gross. And for a long time I was so sad about it. Now I think it's disgusting. And when I write my book, she'll just be who she'll be. We'll call her Kaylee. Okay? But she looks over at me and she says, I didn't tell my mom about Gomi, which was the old website. I only told her about Reddit. She goes, I didn't tell my mom about Crystal and her 9 profiles on Gomi. I only told her about Reddit. And I thought, you've got to be kidding me. We've never talked about Reddit. It's like not been a thing. We may have like mentioned it in passing. It wasn't something that we like looked at all the time. In October, when I went and read all the stuff online, I didn't go to Reddit. I went to Gomi. So I'm like, wait, what? You didn't tell your mom about the most important part of all this? Like the fact that she's on a website talking about me for years before today, even though she's worked for me for the last 2 years. So I leave. I go pick up my dad. She stays at the police station and she gives another statement after I'm gone. And in that statement, she says, can she get in trouble because she said that she told Crystal a bunch of information that Crystal then shared on the internet, and that she would have never told Crystal that information had she known that she was going to share it. And she asked the police officer, can I get in trouble for violating my non-disclosure? Okay, my confidentiality agreement. The cop says, yes, you can. Sorry if you hear that. I don't see that video for a long time because it's the police cam video and it's the second half. I only saw, well, I didn't even see the first half. I was only present for the first half, so I didn't know a lot of what happened in that second video, but I'll tell you why that's a fun fact. Because at that minute, Kaylee thought she had a non-disclosure and a confidentiality agreement signed in the system, right? Tell me why the only 2 employees I've had since 2014 who have no confidentiality agreements and no NDAs in my system, not physical or electronic copies, are Crystal and her. Gets better. Years pass. Jump over to closer to the divorce. I'm going through the text messages with me and my ex-husband, Ben, and I see that on December 9th, 2020, I texted him and I said, hey, the day before, December 8th, he was at my work on my computer. And I said, next time you use my computer at work, make sure you log out of your email, because your Gmail was signed into the Google Drive and the last documents that were accessed were the confidentiality agreements. I didn't think anything of it in 2020. In 2023, it makes a lot of sense. Where did those confidentiality agreements go? Kaylee at the police station thought that it was enough to ask the cop, can I get in trouble for violating my non-disclosure? Which means she thought that there was a non-disclosure as of that day, November 6th. December 8th, he's sitting at my desk. His email's logged in, and the last thing that was accessed was confidentiality agreements. December 9th, I sent him a text message. I also posted all these receipts in my Instagram stories. Everything I'm saying, all the physical proof of it, is in my Instagram stories. In the highlights, part 1 through 4. So I remember I had found out about that right before the divorce trial itself, and that was when I like really got sad on the stand, because I was like, you son of a bitch. Like, you did this. So anyways, back to 2020. So I get on the internet. Oh, because after the police station, I never see Kaylee again in my whole life. Never see her. Like, she disappears from my best friend in the whole world. Like, I literally told her and anybody who would listen, I trust her more than I trust my husband. And I thought my dad was about to die. I'm going through this crazy stuff with my dad being sick in my house. My husband is acting really weird and I don't know why. He'd been acting weird for like a couple months. And I also post that text message from September 28th, 2020, when I tell my girlfriends there's $88,000 in my safe. Ben's acting crazy. If I die, he did it. I don't even know why I'm saying that, but he's acting real fucking weird. Yeah, let's hop back to September for a minute. So November is when we're talking to the cops, 2020. Okay, that's what year we're in. September 28th, 4 days after my birthday. Yeah, how do I keep all this in order? Because in my head, I know everything, you know? You can just ask me. Maybe I should write a book that's like dates. But then you have to like hop backwards so you can tell why that's important. Okay. So this is like a trial video for us. Because I'm supposed to be talking about clothes so I can get an attorney and sue them back. So make sure you go to my little showcase down there. Sounds so weird. I'm like spilling my guts and I'm telling you to do that. I hate that. Anyways, September 28th, Ben and I get a big ass fight. Why? Because we sell our house in Roanoke. Because we've now moved into our dream home in Bartonville that I built with my money while he didn't even have to do anything, but that's neither here nor there. September 28th, I pay off all of my business debt and he loses his mind. We make $185,000 selling our Roanoke house. I take $180,000 of that money and I pay off all my business debt. He loses his mind over that, okay? And I'm like, why are you so mad? We always do that. Like anytime I have a big box day, like I had made like $160,000 in one day on the internet before from selling boxes. It's like a mystery box that I sell every month. It goes live tomorrow, just FYI. Because tomorrow I have to give Ben $287,000 because he lied about all this stuff to the judge and she didn't know all the stuff I'm telling you right now. And she gave him all the money that we had. I got $0. And any of the money that was left went to Crystal. But we'll get to that. That's way far away. So he lost his mind September 28th, and I text my friends, and I'm like, I don't know what's going on with him, but he is so pissed off that I paid off our debt. Like, I don't get it. Also, we can't keep... I gotta, like, end this eventually. But it is helping me, like, say it like this, so if I come back and tell it again, I can just tell, like, maybe a month at a time. Okay, so he loses his mind about me paying off all the debt. I can't figure out why, because we always do that. You'll find out later that he loses his mind because she quits in the beginning of September when I get this new CPA. Because both of them, you'll find out why later, are scared as shit that I'm getting a CPA. And I have no idea. For 3 years, I will not figure out why it mattered that I was getting a CPA, okay? For 3 years. Till my divorce trial in 2023, I will not know why it matters that she leaves 30 minutes after I tell her I'm getting a CPA, and he's pissed off that I just paid off all of our business debt, which I do all the time, okay? And the reason is because he wanted to divorce me in September of 2020, the month she left. But he couldn't because now I've paid off all my divorce debt and I have $450,000 in open credit to use. So he can't divorce me, which I wouldn't even know why he'd want to divorce me, except for... Hey guys, I do know the reason. You, Crystal, and you, Ben, have never told the internet what like the real motive is behind this. And the fact that y'all have never told anybody just further solidifies it. But like, that's for the last chapter. Anyways, so he's gonna try to divorce me behind my back September of 2020. And I wouldn't know why. Later on, when we do get divorced, he says it's because I accused him of colluding with her, which he did. So... he can't divorce me in September because now I've paid off all the business debt. So he's got to rack it back up. So we go pay $55,000 for a vintage car from his aunt's dealership. It's called Street Side Classic Cars. I would not recommend buying from them. She sold that car at her Nashville dealership. Her name's Donna Robbins. Or Donna, I don't know now what her last name is. Oh, there's my kid. Hold on, I have to wait till he goes upstairs. Hi, Pumpkin. He just got back from church.
Hello.
Hi, sweetie. Do you have a good time at church?
Yeah, what?
Do you have a good time at Shock? What'd you eat?
I didn't have anything at Shock, but I got Sonic.
You got what?
Sonic.
Don't do that to me. If you want to know the back part of it, somebody said the best part of the story is it's never once changed for years and it's been the truth. Yes.
Peace out.
If you need visual aids, go to Instagram, part 1 through 4. Yeah, false and defamatory is definitely not the story. Hold on. I can't see. Hold on. Give me 1 second. I'm not looking at the comments. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm reading them now. Hold on. He just went upstairs. Let me make sure he goes all the way to his room. I don't like to talk about this stuff in front of him. Krista, I added you as a mod. Pay attention. Why is Jen asking that? What did she ask? I didn't see, but screenshot whatever she said. And then go to her account and screenshot what her real name is, because they changed their names quickly, so I can't block them. But anyways, it doesn't matter. They can like say all the crazy stuff they want to. Listen, a view is a view, sis. Say it. I don't care. Fact is, if you want to see the physical proof of the things that I'm telling you right now, it's all in my Instagram highlights, and you can't deny it then. Oh, sorry. Oh. As a reminder, please ensure your live displays and describes. Okay. Oh, I need to pin this to the top. Hold on. Let me put this up there. Is it this one? I think it's this one. $13.99. Also, the court transcripts, the ones for my divorce case are not online because she didn't repost those because they would back up a lot of stuff that I said. She posts the ones from her case with me, and in that you can see my attorney didn't present anything at all to defend me. So all the stuff I'm saying, he didn't say any of it, and it was all there. And if you don't say any of those things, then the judge is never going to hear them. I'm about to link this order next. So let me show you what it looks like through here. I don't want to get in trouble. Tickle the screen. Yeah. Let me put this on because I don't want to get in trouble for not like trying on clothes during the video. Anyways, where was I at earlier? Probably need to end this soon. What are we at? 9 something. So, what happens next? We're in November. So I don't see my other employee. Also, they're gonna try to report this video like 1,000 times too, just so you know. So if you could do the opposite of that, that'd be great. The attorney was in this. I agree, 1,000%. And later on, you'll find out that they had like been talking since 2017 and all kinds of. It's just gross. Again, all the proof of that is in my Instagram story highlights, part 1 through 4. So. This is cute. Ooh, I like the neckline too. Very cute. Okay, let me go tag this one. Hold on. I can't see what the other person said. The rabbit hole is on my IG stories in parts 1 through 4. And just know that a lot of the things that she talks about on her podcast, which y'all don't know that she has one yet, but she has like a 40-something episode podcast. It's all about me. A lot of the people commenting right now, the both Carissas, the Queen Bee girl, they were in my life during the time that all this stuff was happening. So they can tell you that the podcast stuff is not true, or the stuff that she says in court wasn't true, or the stuff she says, because they were literally there. In one of the podcasts, my girlfriend's sitting on the couch, and she's like, that did not happen with the first birthday, with her saying she volunteered and did all this stuff and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, yeah, weren't you there? And she's like, look on the screen. She's in the picture. Like my friend sitting on my couch is in the girl's picture on the screen. And I'm like, oh my God. Okay, let me scroll down. Oh, no, I didn't mean to do that. See, that's the thing. They'll delete their comments before I see them because then I can't block them and then they can follow my Instagram. But also, I don't care. Come on, girl. See what you see. Okay, so y'all need to grab the sweater. Hold on. Aztec jacket. Okay. Actually, let me put it on with like this light colored. So I got these 3 sweaters too. They do feel similar to butter sweaters. They're not quite as thick, but it is very similar material. I'll link them too. I got them in 3 different colors because they're so dang cute. Let me see what size they are. This is a medium. That is a medium. This is large. Okay, I'm gonna put the Aztec sweater on with this one. It's like a heathery kind of tan, but these do feel very similar to butter sweaters. They're not as oversized, but let me see what the actual fabric content is. Oh, it's a poly viscose nylon blend, so it's like really soft, kind of buttery fabric. The arms are a little bit shorter, I can tell. I like them though because they're not going to be like as long. Okay, let's try it on. Where was that? So we go tell the cops all the things. She barely says anything. I think it's weird. Oh, she never comes back to work ever. The Kaylee girl, you know? With the K. Oh, this feels good though. Dang! This would be cute with some pants. Hold on, let me show you this jacket too. She never comes back to work. Like best friends. Literally, I feel like I would have been like the maid of honor in her wedding because she had no other female friends besides me. And never saw her again. I don't know what happened. I've never seen her again, except for at court. That's a story for later though. Oh my God, this is so cute. Oh, the sweater itself, see how it's not like super long? I like that. I could stretch it out right now and it would probably come down to here. I don't want to do that though. I want it to be shorter. This is a medium 238 double D in the chest. Let me try to put this one at the top. Hold on. Jen said the cases are adjudicated and the statute of limitations has passed. Wrong. There's no statute of limitations to sue somebody for defamation or fraud. That's not true. But also, thank you for your input. Is the stripe one buttery? No. Tap the shopping cart. Thank y'all for helping out during this video. I really have no idea what I'm doing. Also, sometimes people aren't like trying to be ugly. They're just trying to ask questions to understand. So you gotta, like, when you first read their comment, please think like I do. And, well, don't be that much of an idiot, but just, I automatically assume people are just confused before they're mean, okay? But that's like my nature. I just don't think people are ugly people. But also, I think if you're someone who goes and like follows her TikTok or her Instagram, I'll block you, even if you're nice to me or even if you shop. I've literally blocked people who spent thousands of dollars at my store because if you are supporting that behavior, I don't want you around me because it's gross. Like that, they literally try to ruin my life and they do it every single day. Even today, they were commenting earlier. So this is so cute. Let's put it on here. I'm going to, oh, my jacket. Let me tell you, it's a medium, first of all. When do you think I can wear a medium from overseas? So cute, I'm wearing it with the sweater, plenty big enough for me, and I have a 38 double D chest. And these pearls are all grommeted on, just like in these bougie sweaters I told you all about earlier that you definitely need to get because it's like the most buttery fabric on the planet. Two sizes down in this too. Oh, so cute. You know what makes me laugh though? Whenever I do post cute stuff and then on the blogs, they'll be like, where can I get her outfit? Or my favorite one is they're like, what in the Photoshop did she do to her body? And I didn't Photoshop my body. It's such a compliment. I'm like, thanks. Do I look skinny? Yesterday, my guy friend Brian was like, you do look real thin lately, sis. And I'm like, thanks, buddy. I appreciate that. Please continue. But what size was the last sweatshirt? Which sweatshirt, babe? The Aztec one? Oh no, this one. You wanna know what size this sweatshirt was? Sorry. This is my first time to ever like film a bunch of products on TikTok like this. But your girl's gotta hire a forensic accountant and an attorney so I can get my money back. Medium. And I feel like if I tell all of y'all and we're all on the same, because the one thing she talks about too on her blog, and I posted that on my stories too, like her screenshot of her under her real name saying, we've been waiting for 4 years for her to tell her side of the story. She knew I was staying quiet because I wanted the courts to take care of it. And I thought if I told what they did, they could change it somehow. But then they alerted me that, then people, the right people told me, it doesn't matter if, like, what's on paper is what's on paper. What was said in court were like her opinions of things. But like what's physically on paper is y'all's text messages of her saying, I'm going to increase your inventory, which will increase your asset amount, which will mean you pay more in taxes later, but you can file an amendment later. I mean, pay more taxes now, but you can file an amendment later. Back then I didn't understand first of all, I didn't know about the text messages between them because he's an idiot and hadn't uploaded them to the drive, but he ended up doing it. But I wouldn't have understood then why they were overinflating my inventory, except for they were having those conversations at the beginning of 2020. Why? Because he's going to try to divorce me in fall of 2020, like I just said. But I go and pay off all of our debt, so he can't do that. Mind you, I don't know that he's going to try to divorce me. I don't know why he would even want to do that. except for, we'll get to that. Yeah, except for he couldn't because I paid off all my debt. So he had to wait. So he waits till like March of 21. But that's like for another video. And then March of 21, what happens? I go pay off all the debt that he racked up from September to March. Oh man, he was buying me like a Chanel purse. He ain't never bought me no $5,000 purse. He buys me a Chanel purse, a massage chair that's like $2,500. I filmed on Instagram in 2020 when I got the massage chair and was like, I'm thankful for this, but why would you spend this much money? Like I just got a $55,000 vintage car on my birthday that he later tells the judge isn't a birthday present. I just got and the reason I said don't buy it from his aunt, because she sold that car. First of all, it's not really a Rally SS Camaro like it looks like. It was sold from her Nashville dealership to someone for like $35,000. And then I bought it from her Dallas dealership right after for $54,000 cash. Where did that $20,000 increase come from when you're selling it to your nephew? Number one, the odometer was rolled back from like 83,000 to like 1,300. And it's not a Rally SS like I was sold it to be. And I contacted the state and they said it's like a lemon law or something, so they'll give you like $1,500. It's something I'm still gonna pursue. I just haven't made it a priority. But that's odd that it was sold from her dealership in Nashville and then the next purchase was from her deal. So how did it get from Nashville to Dallas, number one? And why did the price increase by $20,000? Or did the price increase by $20,000 because I was paying it and Ben got to keep that 20? I don't know. I would never know. But I just know it's not really a Rally SS 69 Camaro, and that's the only thing I got out of my divorce. Besides my dad's lawnmower that I begged for right after the judge had already ruled, and he dropped that off like on our wedding anniversary, like 5 months after the trial, but it doesn't even work. So that's part of the story later. Whoa, this shit really happened too. Also, if you're from TikTok and you're not from Instagram, the people from Instagram watched all this happen in real time. So they watched me get that car on my birthday. They watched me get the massage chair. They watched the stories when I got the massage chair and said, why is he spending so much money on my birthday? That's so weird. He was like spending tons of cash and I couldn't figure out why. Because if he's trying to divorce me and I don't have any cash in my bank, I can't go get a divorce attorney and fight him back. So he buys me a $5,500 purse, Chanel bag for Christmas. And I'm like, that ain't even the bag I want. So I make him take it back. It all makes sense. It all adds up. But no judge heard any of what I'm telling you. So I'll tell the internet till I'm blue in the face. Because eventually they're going to sue me back if I'm lying, right? And then they can take me to court and I can say all these things I'm telling you and I get to show the proof, right? Yeah, that's how it works. The first time around I had an attorney and you can tell them all day long that you're telling the truth, but if they don't play the video where he's saying a CPA is not, or a CPA is smarter than a forensic accountant, we don't need a forensic accountant. I remember the business attorney said, I've never had a client need their house swept for bugs or need a forensic accountant more than you. And he was like, absolutely not. We're not doing that. Man, I wish this was as crazy as it got, but it gets so much worse. And if you're from Instagram, you already know that because you already watched my highlights. If you're on TikTok, there's a TikTok of me where I'm dabbing my face, talking about my baby daddy. He's pissing me off because he hasn't seen my kid in a year and a half, which is mind-blowing in itself. But he won't sign this paper for my kid to leave school early or to get treated medically if something happens or any of that stuff. And he's only doing it because it annoys me. So, but in that video, if you scroll like 7 minutes in, I start talking about all this stuff. And I kind of give you the shorter version of it, like a summaried version of it. But all the physical proof of the things that I said is on Instagram on part 1 through 4 in my highlights. Even if you tap through it fast. Like the body bag picture she posts. She ends up saying that the judge gave her permission for all this. She posts the picture of the judge like next to a half naked woman on a toilet. She has a party where every single detail is themed towards me. She has like a whole photo op with like a bunch of these kind of ring lights with, like a ton of these ring lights right here set around a bed with a dead body or like a body bag. And she posts pictures of herself with a shovel, says you can take a picture at her party whilst burying a body. All that. Has a guest book with only Selena in it. Says Selena's her special guest. It's the most wild stuff. It's crazy, but I don't know. I don't know if we really talked about a lot of products today. I do want to figure out how to tell all of it though, because it does get way worse. I, again, don't figure out till later on that the reason they fabricated my tax returns in 2020 was so that he could use them in the divorce. We don't actually end up going to court for divorce until 2023 because he has to run back up my debt and I don't know any better, so I'm paying it off all the time. So he's like messing with my head, telling me I'm crazy, sleeping upstairs, and then coming in my room. He's like sleeping upstairs, and then the next day he's buying me a ring and telling me to record it on Instagram. And I'm like, you've been sleeping upstairs for 3 days. Why did you buy me a ring on Instagram? Like a 6-carat moissanite for, what did I pay? $5,500 or $35? I don't remember how much it was. It's on my stories, whatever it is. And so, yeah. So there's a whole lot of other stuff in between there, but just to sum that up, what happened in divorce court, after he told me and my son that this woman was stalking us for years and she's crazy listening to us through the walls, after we find the holes dug out in the walls, and again, like I'll go through all that in more detail in another video, 3 years later, he says he's never spoken to her and she's this awful person, but she's his character witness in his divorce to me. What do you think what documents do you think they gave the judge to tell her how much my business was worth? The ones from 2020. I didn't know they existed. I didn't know anything about the text messages. I thought there's only one balance sheet. I thought there's only one profit and loss statement. But I explain all that in my Instagram highlights too. He used those documents. The judge believes it. The judge thinks my business has $700,000 in inventory, so she gives him cash. All the cash that we have. I don't leave with $1. Nothing. Actually, I leave with $471,000 in debt, and then I get sued by Chase Bank, who I talked to today. Because tomorrow I have to write him a check for $287,000, and then I don't have enough money to pay my rent after that. I'm not even emotional about it because it'll be okay. So, if you want to know the reason I'm telling this story, it's because I'm telling the story because those people got away with what they did. And I had to sit in a courtroom and listen, and nobody defended me, and I paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for someone to defend me, and they didn't. And tomorrow, the last check that I have to write this man is my kids' college fund. And although it is terrifying, I always pick up something and wipe my eyes with it. Although it is terrifying, because it is. I've never been in a position, like, I've built my business, I saved my money, I wasn't broke, I did everything right. I grew up in a trailer park. Like, I tried to do the right thing. Made $1 million in profit selling my house and didn't see $1 of it. It only went to them too. So I'm not telling all this story to be dramatic or to get followers or views or be famous on the internet. I literally don't care if a single person who's never heard of me ever hears this story. I just care that the people who've trusted me and invested in me for the last 12 years on the internet know exactly what happened and know that I would never make any of these details up. I would never purposely do any of this stuff. I would never purposely be mean to another human being for nothing. The meanest thing I ever did during my divorce was leave the deer freezer open for 3 days in May and unplug it. And I know that's really mean, but also I'm not sorry. If I would have known what I know now, I would have played pinata with those Africa animals that he also got. So I don't really worry about if anybody ever says, like, why are you talking about this still? Until my money comes back, I'm going to keep talking about it. Until somebody comes along and says, hey, I'll help you get your money back from those people. Give me half the money you get. Okay, I'll do it. Like, I'll do anything to clear my name because I didn't do anything wrong and everything I'm saying is factual. And the proof was there the whole time. I just didn't have a vehicle to get it between me and that judge. And in my divorce case, she did see a lot of what I'm saying today. And the part that makes me the most mad is no one stood up and said, how is he asking for this $43,000 refund if his tax return on the screen says y'all paid $60,000? You can't do both. If you know anything about taxes, if your tax return says $60K as a positive on the bottom, that's the money that you pay to the IRS. If it says negative $93,000, that's your loss. And then that number minus what you've paid in is the amount you get back. So on the court documents, it said he wanted that $43,000 refund. So my question was, how did we get a refund back if your documents that you created with Crystal back in 2021, the ones you gave the judge, say that we paid. I knew the ones that were on the screen couldn't be correct, but no one would listen to me. So I just had to sit there. And then when it came time for my inventory and appraisement, my attorney didn't even bring it to court. So we had to use his. So none of my personal debt got paid off. None of my bills got paid off. All the bank accounts said I had tons of money in the bank, and I didn't have any of that. And I sat there with the document in my hand. My attorney sat there with the document in her hand. I had emailed it to her at 7:12 that morning, and nobody said anything. I just had to sit there. There's a million things in between that. My dad was dying. One of my best friends died, and he just tried to make me feel like I was crazy every day, like I didn't know what I was talking about. Instead, he was like bugging my car, putting holes in my attic to try to figure out how much of this I've put together. I put all of it together now, but now he knows it's too late. So his goal is to keep me broke, dragging me back and forth to court, taking my 401k, taking my son's college money. If he can keep me broke for 4 years after the date of the divorce, so from August of 2023 to August of 2027, if he can keep me broke, I can't sue him back for fraud, because you can only sue for 4 years. But by God, if I get back on my feet and build another business, boy, Ben Clark, Crystal Wright, and I'm fucking coming for you both. I'll tell you right now. That is a fact. So, back to my clothes. So it's time to link some outfits. And in the meantime, I want to tell the story. Because this is not okay. You can't do these bad things to people and just get away with them. Especially when they didn't do anything to you. Like, if you don't want to be my husband, then cheery fucking oh, chap, go. Have a good day. Like, I don't care. It was the most horrible sex of my entire life. And I don't have to do that anymore. You literally didn't work, didn't want to do anything. You don't like charity, you don't like black people, you don't like gay people. You said you're going to disown my kid if he pierces his nose or paints his nails. Like, okay, bye. Have a good day. Like, you're not hurting my feelings, but I think he knew that part. He knew that wasn't going to bother me. He just knew if he takes all my money, it's going to be real hard for me to get back up when I lose everything. And most importantly, I lost my house, my business, my car, my kids' college fund. And those are the 3 most important things to me in the world. Oh, I can't take this off yet. So I'm going to keep telling the story till I'm blue in the face. No, you can't write the judge. You can't have any conversation with the judge outside of court. And it doesn't matter, because what she said is what she said. You'd be hard-pressed to think that a judge was going to go back on what she's already ruled on. It's like super unfortunate because... Like I said, in my Instagram stories, all the facts are there. Like, I have I got the real tax returns 5 days after our divorce was over, after the divorce trial. The lady who bought my house in Bartonville, my big house, she called me and said, you got a package from the IRS. And it was all my real tax returns. And they were nowhere like the numbers that he told. His attorney definitely knew that they were not correct, but he had been communicating with his attorney since 2017. So I think they had this all mapped out. Like, he knew what to do. There's way more money missing too. Like millions of dollars, the QuickBooks lady said. That's just missing. We don't know where it is. Like, I created I was a poor person who created a very successful business. The last thing I'm going to do is go spend all that. She tells people on her podcast oh, she just pissed away all her money. Bitch, no, I didn't. That didn't happen. I didn't. I saved everything. I'm poor. I was as a poor kid. You know not to do that. I went to Home Goods. I didn't go to Balenciaga. I bought Gucci purses, and then you told me to put them on my credit card, and I paid my credit card off every single month, and then I linked the Gucci purchase for commission. So when she talks about why she was putting all these purses on, dude, you forget the Gmail you sent me with the red text where you were like, lashes, spray tan, handbags, outfits, all makeup, all goes on your credit card. It was so weird because she's making fun of me for doing that, but you told me to, and I have the email. But anyways, the point of the matter is I paid my credit card off every month. So it's not like I was rolling in debt. I had paid off my debt 3 times in the course of him trying to divorce me behind my back. But he finally had to file for counter petition for divorce in November of 21 because by then I'd gotten a CPA. I was tired of listening to him tell me I was crazy and that Crystal was doing all the stuff behind my back. It didn't make sense for you to tell me all the time, it's her. We'll get to it in another video, or it's in my highlights on Instagram too. But there were so many days where he was he would come in there and show me that she was signed into our QuickBooks. But I'm did he forget that he showed me the first day in September when he logged her out? So how's he coming a year later saying she's logged in? You're in charge of QuickBooks. So how did she get logged back in? And why does she have a Gmail account for her QuickBooks? That's a new little nugget I gave you, Crystal. Yeah. The QuickBooks lady told me that. Same one who told me there's enough information in there for a RICO case. That means organized crime. So if you sued me for $1 million because I told my internet friends you're talking about me on the internet anonymously, you really should sue me if I'm telling people that you've done enough things to be involved in a federal RICO case. I just have to get, or I guess it's a civil RICO case. I have to go through, yeah, because that's the one where you hire the attorney. So I don't want to misspeak. But if I got a forensic accountant, it becomes a criminal RICO. Yeah, that's what it is. It's a criminal RICO case or a civil RICO case. And if you sue with an attorney, it's a civil RICO case. I think that's how I understand it. I mean, that's how I interpret it. But if you get the forensic accountant and then they prove all the stuff I just said that the QuickBooks lady's already told me, then also all that stuff's documented in QuickBooks. Thank God. Oh my God. You know, we had 2 QuickBooks accounts. Who knew? But that would make sense because later on when you read my stories and see me talking about these P&L statements that change by $500,000 in inventory from one document to the next during like the same time period, you get it. He's telling the IRS with her that my business is worth all this money, so we pay all this money in tax. But the reason he's doing that is because he knows he's going to go try to divorce me later, and he needs to be able to show the judge the business is worth all that. But he's showing me a P&L statement or a balance sheet that says we only have $250,000 in inventory, which I thought was more correct. The number was really 18,000. So here's a cute jacket. I know, it's crazy, and there's way more than what I just said. Also, I'm not about to cry. I'm a bad bitch and I'm a sad bitch. This is 4019. It says men's. There's no way this is men's. What size is this? This is definitely not men's. Oh, this is a brand I buy all the time on Amazon. Is it the right company? What size is this? So I'm going to sell stuff on TikTok and I'm going to try to build my TikTok following and I'm going to try to be one of those girls who says I made like 30 grand in a month. So I can go hire a forensic accountant so she can look through my QuickBooks and prove all the things I said. So then I can take it to the courts and then I don't have to hire an attorney because if you prove what they said on paper, which they can't undo now, then you don't have to have an attorney because it's like a criminal thing. Like I've always said, this isn't like money related for me. It's like I want my money back because that's the right thing to do. But at the end of the day, you can't do wrong things to people and then just get away with it. He wouldn't pay for my kids' tuition. He wouldn't pay for my kids' college. He hasn't seen his son since March of 2023. So over 18 months, he's not seen his child, talked to his child, nothing. He says he doesn't know how to get a hold of him, but like, you just emailed me and cussed me out. So how can you not email your kid? Also, you can drop off like a phone and talk to him all you want. You can go to his school and like pull him out of class and talk to him. But he doesn't do that. Because he knows that if my kid goes to his house and gets access to his computer, my kid, he probably thinks, I don't think so, but I bet he thinks that if my kid got access to his computer, that would prove that he was speaking to Crystal. Because remember, he told us this whole time he hasn't talked to her since the day she left. So she's suing us for $1 million. You make her your character witness in our divorce 3 years later, but you haven't talked to her in 3 years. And for the last 2 years, you've been telling me and your kid that she's crazy and listening to us through the walls. That don't make a lot of sense. And then she sues us for $1 million. You have no response to, we haven't got to that part because we're only in the beginning of November and like the timeline part of it. Maybe I should like make slides and then post the slides. That way it's easy to understand. There's just so much. It gets so much worse too. Yeah. That might be easier. I don't know. Because even if I don't know the easiest way to say it. It's easier for me to tell like a controlled group of people, and then if they have any questions, I can fill in the gaps, you know? But also a controlled group of people aren't going to bring me a forensic accountant, not a CPA. On the tax video that's on my Instagram, you hear his voice. He says, babe, we don't need to tell. The IRS doesn't care how much your inventory is. It's just a made up number to them. No, it's not. It's a made up number to you and Crystal make it up numbers because you thought you were going to be able to divorce me and you couldn't because I kept being a responsible fucking citizen. Ugh. Are you allowed to cuss on TikTok? I do cuss too much, sorry. Oh, and sometimes her or her little troll friends will hop in here and see somebody else said, we watched it all unfold. You did. No, you can't appeal. My divorce attorney said that they don't do divorce appeals. I would absolutely not trust them. I wouldn't even send my worst enemy to them because they didn't show up with my like spreadsheet of how much money I have, how much money we have, how much our assets are worth. Like you can't show up with a girl. Let me tell you, at one point they shared my personal emails with Ben's attorney, and Ben's attorney, my attorney stood up and objected based off authenticity. And Ben's attorney stood up and said, Your Honor, they sent them to us. Like, you accidentally sent my personal emails to his attorney? And then he got to use the fake tax returns. And I posted all the profit and loss statements on my Instagram with the signatures. You can tell that's not my signature. I said, look at the first two signatures. Look at the second two. They don't even look. One of them's like this big. The other two are this big. Like, you can tell that's not my signature. We'll get into that, though, I guess. Maybe another day. I feel like I don't drink, but I need to. I need some tea. Yeah, because it gets way crazier. Hope you go get this jacket. Or at least get some pajamas. Or go to Lovely. There's a big old sale on Lovely. It's going to go off tomorrow because we're going to have box day tomorrow. Boxes are good. So boxes are this thing I sell monthly. It feels kind of gross to talk about boxes in the middle of all this, I'll be honest. Boxes are this thing I started like 8 years ago. Damn, it's been 8 years in October. Has it? So it's a mystery. You don't know what's in it. There's 1, 2, 3, maybe 4 items in this box. It's $125, and they will go live tomorrow. They're pre-order because I have to figure out sizing. The sizing isn't going to be that big of a deal because it is something that's very generous either way. Very cozy. If you know, you know. She said she'll finish production in like 20 days. So, but I'm going to make them go live tomorrow because I also have to go to court in the morning, and I may go to jail for not signing over my 401k prior. I didn't do it like to be deceitful or anything. We haven't paid our taxes or filed taxes since 2021. So to me, like, since nobody ruled on that, I'm responsible for all the taxes for years that we lived together. It just doesn't make sense to me. So I just want to ask the judge, like, if she chooses to throw me in jail anyways, tomorrow because he's holding me in contempt for not signing this form, I guess, that allows him to pull from my 401k. Also, we got sued by Chase Bank for that line of credit not being paid. It was paid right before I filed for divorce, but then he ran up the bills from March of 21 to November. We didn't get that far in the story. So then we got sued by Chase Bank for $300,000, which we should have, because we owed him that money. I wanted it to be paid the entire time I was getting divorced, but he wouldn't release the money because he knew if my line of credit's maxed out, just like I said before that, if my bills are high, I can't fight back. So he left the line of credit maxed out during the whole entire divorce. But, yeah, so I had to let Chase know that he's coming into some funds tomorrow. And that he's probably going to hide them because he's going to get the money in cash. $287,000 tomorrow. We owe taxes for 21 and 22. He filed 22, but forgot that we made $1 million selling our house. So, and 23 taxes too, for that matter. So, also if I use his numbers I guess if I use the real numbers, I probably get a refund, and then I got to split the refund check with him too. That's a friggin', that'll sting a little. But I did, I had to let Chase know, like, hey, I didn't get any money from my divorce. Tomorrow he's getting $287,000, and how much do we owe you guys? $301. So it'll be real interesting. The authorities told me that what he does after he gets that money will be real interesting too, because he's going to hide it in Bitcoin, in Ethereum, but they also said they can still find it. So I just wanted to be honest and let them know, like, hey, I don't have any money to pay you back, and you do deserve to get paid back. So I do have $287,000 that's coming out of my 401k tomorrow. So just let you know, I want to be an honest person and make sure you get paid back. Hi, Ben. Chestnut checkers. Also, that's essentially stealing. You can't take money from a bank and just not pay them back. Like, why would you do that? I would never do that. That's why I paid them back so many times while we were not getting divorced. Link the sweater under the jacket. Okay. I'll do that. I'm slowing down. I'm reading, sorry. I don't know what time it is either. If the docs are false, why didn't you sue the judge for gross negligence? Lawsuit is $55 to file. That's incorrect. You don't sue a judge. That's not how it works. If that is how it works, one of the 15 attorneys I've gone to since then would have told me to do that. It's not $55 to file a lawsuit, number one. And you also don't sue the judge for gross negligence. You sue the attorney for malpractice. But if you want to donate to any of that so I can get a malpractice attorney, or if you know one, I welcome that comment. Oh, the black and gold ring. I know I need to put that online. I got so many compliments at my business conference on the box jump. I saw you in the box jumpsuit. That was really cute. Not everybody got that jumpsuit. The email thing sounds like a collusion between the attorneys. I don't think so. Becca posted the pictures Crystal posted with the body bag. I did. We can all identify your handwriting with our notes. Yep, I've been signing orders for 12 years, so it's very easy to tell what's my signature and what's not, and that's definitely... Also, the signature on my tax returns wasn't even my signature, because the tax returns I thought we filed said we were getting money back. The tax returns he actually filed, which this will be an important part of the story later on too, because when I get that, God, I hate that I jump around so much. I'm so sorry. Whenever we finally are about to get divorced, when he knows, I'm at my wit's end now, why aren't you sending our tax returns from last year? So in 21, I'm at Zion National Park filming on Instagram, and I'm like, why is he not sending the CPA our tax returns from last year? She keeps asking for them. Well, because he told me that we were going to get money back on those tax returns. The tax returns he really filed said we had to pay. That it all makes sense later on. Because if he's trying to divorce me, he has to make sure the tax returns show that it's a business that's making a ton of money. And we were making a ton of money, but we had already paid in a lot in taxes. I make quarterly payments. So our inventory was never $700,000. It's not physically possible to have that kind of inventory. And one thing that will match that is the receipts for the purchases I've made. There were not $700,000 in clothing purchased, and the QuickBooks lady told me that. I was there the night she saw her personal emails were shared with his attorney the night before the trial. That is correct. I kept telling Carissa, why are my emails in these exhibits? My attorney's website wouldn't let me open all the exhibits that Ben was because we didn't even switch exhibits for trial till the night before, midnight before the trial. But her bandwidth had been exceeded on her website, so it wouldn't show me everything. One of the documents, though, was my personal emails between me and her. And they were in Ben's exhibit package. And I was like, you've got to be kidding me. Please tell me that is not my personal emails over to his attorney. And it was. The curling iron is legit. Look at the bottom left-hand corner. Yes, that's where you shop. What color hair did she have? Yes. Sure did watch it all unfold. Yeah, I know you did. That's what I'm saying. If you're new here on TikTok, for 10 years, people have followed me on Instagram. If you followed me on Instagram right now, post how many years you've been following me, just for the people on TikTok so they know. So these people have been following me on TikTok for a decade. On Instagram for a decade. So they saw all these questions along the way. Why is he spending so much money on my birthday? Why is he telling me to get this Camaro when that's not the car I want? Why is he... But it would make sense if you got a kickback from that Camaro, right? So anyways, ever since then, I don't know. We'll get to the rest of the story later, but she came out with a podcast. She purchased RebeccaMonjezi.com. You can tell how obsessed she is with the podcast. She says things that sound so true. Kendall's mom told me, and the guy that I was talking to this weekend, Kendall's mom told him, it sounds like it would be true, but I was there and I know it's not. That came from Kendall's mom. Hello. Kendall's the only person I've ever had to apologize to as an adult, because I literally believed Crystal and Kaylee, who told me all this crazy stuff, and I got rid of all the close people to me in my business except for those two women, which is what narcissists do when they're trying to what's it called? Do this to you? I don't know what the word is. While you're live, a whiteboard with a timeline. Yeah, that would be helpful. She has to give him her 401k. Yeah. I feel like you need to contact Oprah. I don't know who uses their 401k for college. So here's the deal, Dana. I'll answer that for you. So he told me, mind you, this is the biggest mistake I made. I let him handle 100% of my finances. I didn't know any better, and that is totally my fault. But also, I'm paying him very healthy to answer all these questions. I was married to him for almost 2 decades, so like, there's no reason that I would think not to trust him. I never hid $1. Like, I didn't do anything. I never stole the $80,000 that ended up going missing out of my safe. I didn't steal that myself. I made that money, but I definitely didn't steal it for myself. There's a mosquito. Hold on. So he tells me this whole time, oh, I got it. Oh, gross. Sorry, that was gross. He tells me that if I put the money in my 401k, you can, and you can, technically, it does say right now, through ADP, you can withdraw the money for what's considered a hardship. And a hardship is to pay for college expenses. So he told me, you can put all this, my kid's going to medical school and to college. So he's like, put all this money in there. And then when he goes to college, because I always thought we should be putting it in a 529 account. And so I had a little bitty 529 account, okay? With like hardly nothing in it. And so he was like, no, put it in your 401k, put it in your, also, if we had gone to court right now, he would not have got the 529 account. He would have only got the 401k. Important. So he'd said, put all this extra money. There's another mosquito. I swear it's not the same one. It's bigger. So he'd said, put all the money in the 401k. And then, oh, no, get back. Oh my God, I look like a crazy person right now. How am I missing? Oh my God, I missed like 10 times. Anyways, okay. It's gonna bite me. So he told me, put all the money in a 401k. When he goes to college, we can pull it out tax-free. And there is, with ADP, whatever kind of 401k, they like let you take money out for a bunch of different reasons. And one of them is for college expenses. So when I don't know if it's for my college or his college, but that's what it said. So I believed it. So I put all this extra money in this 401k thinking my son's going to use it for medical school. My son's going to use it for college, all those things. Medical school's really expensive. And I thought there would be a little bit in there left for retirement. So forgive my ignorance, but honestly, if you're married for 20 years and you don't handle any part of the finances, like I was just the dancing monkey. I never cared about my job because it made me money. I just knew I could make the money. So I did the dance. Like if you followed me on Instagram, you know, there's nothing that man would ask for, I would say no to. Like you want to go to Africa? We're on first class flights to Dubai. You want to go, I mean, just anything. Like you want 2 green eggs in the backyard? Okay, let's do it. You want a hibachi grill? Let's do it. Like anything I could do. And not because I like wanted to like buy his love, but you just, if you have it and you're tithing and you're giving money away to other people and you're being a good person and not being a shitty human, like giving him things that he loved didn't seem bad to me. But now I realize, like, you know, one thing somebody had told me along the way, like he doesn't get a job because he don't have to. He tells you yes to everything because there's no punishment. Like I remember hearing him say one time, I've never asked the words, can I afford that? And I thought, wow, that must be nice. I've never not asked those words. Because I make the money. But also, the person I asked that to is him. So, anyways, I don't know anyone who uses their 401k. Oh yeah, I read that already. Also, you can take them, I'll screenshot where it says that, just so you can see what I'm talking about. I didn't know that either, that you could take it out for a hardship withdrawal, but you don't have to pay like the same fees, I guess. Sorry, I'm going down. The curling iron. I was going to use it during this video. Can you send me a message about the, hi, 12 years or maybe longer? No, he took the dog too. Yeah. Carissa Leah is my friend. She's saying what he was doing was gaslighting me. I think I started following you in 2014 on Instagram. 9 years. Lost track of time. 2012. I followed you for 12 years. 10 years. 6 years. 12 years. 8 years. 10 years. 2020. 8 years. 2017. 2015. 10 years. 9 years. So see, people have been following me for a long time. So they saw all this stuff unload. So if you're just here new on TikTok, sorry. And it's going to be annoying too when I tell the story on TikTok because it doesn't save your life. So I kind of have to like say it again and again. But eventually I'll get to the point where I can say it a lot faster and you guys can help me like maybe just figure out what's the easiest way to tell this story that just bullet points like the most important parts, because I feel like there's so much of it that's like important. But I mean, the fact is, after the woman got her money, she started a podcast about me. After she got her money, she bought my name as a website and my business name and my social media handle names, all as websites that led back to her podcast and her blog, where she says all these things that were not true. The judge didn't give her permission to say any of these things. None of these things were true. And she talks about how I never have defended myself. I've never told my side of the story. We've all been waiting 4 years. And then she has parties with body bags and says, when you literally, like, one of the things against me in court was that I said that you know where all the bodies are buried. It's like you're literally making a mockery of the fact that you got away with all this stuff. She sells stuff on RebeccaMonjezi.com. She has a store on my name where you can buy like a sweatshirt that has a picture of my couch from my house and it says finance meeting at the top. And she tells people on her podcast, I came to finance meeting naked and fell asleep on her. Like, that didn't happen. Or she has like a mug where she's like drinking out of it. I posted it on my Instagram stories and it says turning formulas into felonies. And she's like, what did I do? Overinflate her 2019 revenue? Yes, you fucking did. That's exactly what you did. The fact you're drinking out of a mug that says turning formulas into felonies while asking that question of something you really did is mind-blowing to me. Like, you're getting away with all this. And she knows she is. Because the only way she wouldn't get away with it is if she sued me for telling y'all this right now. Because then she'd have to tell the judge what I said if I'm going to get in trouble for it. But why would she tell the judge what I said? Because then I could show the judge the tax returns. Then I could show the judge the P&L statements. Then I could show the judge all the stuff that's in my Instagram story highlights, like their exact text messages of them discussing things. And then those accounts that Kaylee told me that were her, talking about that same subject 5-6 years ago. Or what, 4 years ago. 4 or 5 years ago, I guess. Like, it's not a joke, guys. It's really happened. And I lost my house, my business, my kids' college, every dollar I'd ever owned. When I tell you there was $1 million, over $1 million in cash in our trust account, and not a single penny, not 1 cent did that judge award in the end to me. 100% of it went to Crystal Wrighton and Ben Clark and attorneys. No one else. He let Crystal intervene in our divorce so that her settlement from her defamation case against me could be paid out. And then he told the judge everything was my idea. I said everything. He never said anything about her. He settled stuff with my kid like 6 months before the divorce. Well, February before the divorce. So I guess, what's 7 minus 2? 5 months before the divorce. Because he knew, if not, my kid gets to come to court and tell the judge, you told me and mom it was Crystal all this time. But instead, he agreed to everything that I wanted custody-wise. Like, from trying to take full custody of our kid, which the judge laughed at him. The first judge we had was a freaking delight. She knew he was full of shit. She retired during the case. But he agreed to all the stuff because he knew if he doesn't, my kid's going to come to court and be like, my dad's lying. So he agreed not to ever let Bub around our kid because he's dangerous. He agreed not to let Casey Powell, who owns Casey's Comfort Air Conditioning in Roanoke, who has been arrested for domestic violence a bunch of times, and whose wife showed up on my porch saying, I think my husband's doing the same thing with your husband. Oh God, that part of the story is nuts too. It's all on there. Do you want to go outside? Yeah? You're tired of me talking? Yeah? Okay. I think she's tired of me talking. We'll have to reconvene. But just know, I'm not saying any of this to like be ugly or be like, I don't want any clout or 1 million followers on TikTok. That would make me so uncomfortable. I just want the people who've spent their hard-earned money with me, all these people that just listed that they've been following me for a decade, I just want them to know the truth. And by the grace of God, if somebody knows somebody who can help me, then I want that. Like, if somebody knows somebody that's a forensic accountant that can look through my stuff and say, hey, I know you can't pay me right now, but see, it's going to make me emotional. Like, I shouldn't even be in a position where I could say, like, you can't pay me right now. Like, I did everything the right way. It's okay. It doesn't matter. I'm going to get it back, or I'm going to keep telling my story until there's nobody on the planet who ever can come across me on the internet and see her side of things and not know the real truth. So I'll keep telling my story as long as she keeps telling her lies. You are the magic girl. And that's what she wants. She wants the community. It's not about the money. She would have stopped if it was just about the money. Remember, she sued the people she worked for before me. It's not the money that she's after. It's the community. She wants the people to trust her and believe her, and she knows they don't. They trust and believe me because I'm not lying. And I never have. I literally will tell you the truth even if it makes me look like complete shit. I don't care. Like, I have no ego. Oh, man. The Texas law student in here said you can sue the judge. I don't want to do that, though. I'm sure they're on Reddit right now. Talk it up. I don't care. Any sane person would take their judgment and shut up. Yes. She did, but she bought my name. Like my actual name. I kind of tried to tell the story in a row. Do you remember when I brought my daughter's friend over because you were giving a box spring away? Yes. Hi, good Haley. It's exempt from penalty but still taxable? Maybe so. I don't know the specifics of it. I just know that like that was the reason I was putting all that money in there. So it's okay. Like at the end of the day. And like I know when I go to court tomorrow. First of all, y'all better bail me out if I have to go to jail. I mean, I can't imagine. I know he's not going to like bring up all the things I'm saying on TikTok and Instagram because he does not want the judge to know that they were colluding together. He made it sound his entire divorce. This look good with my jacket, huh? His entire divorce story was that I had like fabricated that this woman had done this thing to me and that after I was done victimizing her, I villainized him. Like I would never destroy my own life that I built. You forget that I'm the one who built that company. I'm the one who's on that screen every day. I'm the one who picked up. You watched 37 seasons of Survivor, bro. The only reason you or Crystal have any money at all is because of me. So, like, Crystal's a career extortionist. That's exactly what it is. And if I'm lying, then she should have to take me to court for that. And if she did, I'd be able to show the judge how she did the same thing to me that she did to the last company she was with. She sued them for breach of contract because they didn't agree on how much that woman's company was worth. I don't agree with what you think my company's worth either. And that benefited you later on. When my husband divorces me, he doesn't have to pay you hardly anything, and I have to pay you $236,000 of a $246,000 judgment, and the judge thinks my company's valued at all this money that it wasn't. If you watch the Instagram stories part 1 through 4, you'll figure out a whole lot of it. And I don't care about... one thing they did tell me is that everything in Reddit is subpoenable and that Reddit will give you all the information that you need. So I don't mind that they like say whatever they want to say over there because we've already... Remember, there's 2 avenues you go through. A civil avenue where you pay attorneys and a criminal avenue where you don't have to pay attorneys. This avenue, you have to get like subpoenas and approved, and if they answer you, they do. This avenue, when you're dealing with like the IRS, SBA, the government agencies, they don't need all that. So let them chat all they want to. How do you pin the sweater you're wearing right now? Is it, you mean the sweater underneath? The coffee weather, I also got in a large. It hasn't even come yet, but now I'm like thinking, would it have been smaller? Okay, let me find what time so we can pray for you. I don't know, I have to look it up. I didn't even look it up yet. I think I missed a lot of cute clothes. What are your favorites? This, Krista. You have to get the smallest one though. I'll go put on Instagram the ones that are my favorite too. Like in stories. Can you do stories on TikTok? I don't know. Maybe I'll put them on TikTok stories. This one, and the white one is beautiful. Hold on, sis, go. Go if you want to go, honey. Also, don't feel bad for me. The last thing I want is sympathy. I'd rather you root for me than feel bad for me. Like, what happened is a testimony. It's a test and a testimony. But it is not going to be what I'm known for. I will move mountains to make sure that I'm remembered for the girl who made people feel good, the girl who was size inclusive, the girl who built a community, the girl who helped you and your best friend meet over the internet. This crazy shit will be a really bad thing that happened, but also as long as I can be remembered as somebody who stayed very faithful to the Lord, and at the end of the day, I just want to show you guys that God will fix it. And right now, I don't know. But he is. Because if he doesn't, there's a lot of people watching. So he has to. And maybe we're taking like a really long road to get there. But it's gonna... I have to do my part. And my part is to tell my story. Maybe I have to lose everything. Maybe this last little bit, my 401k is like the last... Don't feel sorry for me. I don't need that. I don't want that. I want to sell my boxes tomorrow and I want to make my money back. Oh, trust me, it definitely is heavy. But also, if I don't get through this, how can I tell you that the Lord will fix it? Carissa, this one, get it in a medium because you still want it to be a little bit oversized. Also, how weird is it that people like say things about you on a blog? Like, I'm not famous. That's so weird. It's never gonna like... But also, it just shows you like how really crazy people are. And they have to do it anonymously. Like, my name is Rebecca Lynn Monjezi. I live in Argyle, Texas. I'm 42 years old. My birthday's 9/24/82. My favorite color is pink and brown. Like, I'm telling you all these things with my real name and my real face. My company is lovelyfinejewelry.com. And I sell my favorite things on TikTok as of today. And this is one of them. Get a medium if you're smaller than me in the boobies. And then Carissa, this is what you need for Christmas. They have a red one too. I'm going to get the red one too. It's like it's so nice. You need to get Amy one too. She'd really like it, especially for Christmas. Okay. We've been on here for a long time. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for not thinking I'm crazy. And for those of you that think I am, totally fine. You probably would be too if you went through this. But I would still give you a hug at the end of it. And pray for you. And honestly, try to help you figure it out. But I can't start a GoFundMe. People have asked me that. People have said 1,000 times, start a GoFundMe. Go get a loan. We'll make the payments. I have to know that you're getting something out of this too. I can't just let this be a one-way street. So I'm not going to do that. Instead, I'll work. I'll stand here and I'll sell clothes and I will sell boxes tomorrow and I will... No, I'm not going to do that. So my jacket's cute. You should get it. My sweatshirt underneath it. Let me try to find it. Hold on. Also, the Diet Coke sweater. The pink Diet Coke sweater. Okay, I have to put it on my TikTok or on my stories. There's this, look, I'll pin it real quick while I'm looking for the sweater I have on. But there's this Diet Coke sweater. Oh my God, it is so cute. I don't even like Diet Coke. Hold on, let me try to find the sweatshirt I'm wearing right now. Is it? No, it's not that one. It's not that one. So look, this one that's $18 is this one. Look, it's very cute. So the one that I have pinned right now is this one right here. Like, it's a little bit, I have a bunch of bright lights on, and it is like a little bit semi-sheer. I would probably, look, let me put it on real quick and see if you can see my covers through it. Hold on. I gotta find the Diet Coke sweater. It's so cute. The sweatshirt the sweater I just had on, it feels a lot like a butter sweater. And I need to find it's in my showcase. I just don't know which one it is. Oh, I just snagged this on my bracelet. Did I? Also, I gotta make boxes live. So the sizing for boxes, I like this sounds crazy, and I don't make the rules, but I like the 2X in the box. I'm probably only gonna have XL, 2X, and 3X, so I may call the sizes 1, 2, and 3, because you want it to like wrap around. I look so cute. You want it to like wrap around you. I'm so glad I got this. the most important item that's in there. The other items aren't sized. Look, this is the one that's pinned right now. This is really cute, actually. Yeah, and you can't even see my booby covers under it or nothing. So for boxes, I'll probably make it size 1, 2, or 3. 1 is if I just wanted it to close. I can't tell you what it is. 2 is the comfiest of it. I want to go try it on so bad so I can show you. 3 is if you're size 14 and up. Okay? I'll write it all in the description too. It's so cute. But they'll go live tomorrow. They'll be live all day tomorrow. And they take like 20-ish days. The other day she said 10 days for production, 20 days for delivery because it has to come on a boat because it's really heavy. That's more tips for you. But it'll be on Lovely Fun Jewelry tomorrow during the day. I closed Busy Becca's Closet for a while because they were like screenshotting all of my clothes on my website and then sending people links on how to find it cheaper on Amazon and TikTok. So that's why I came over to TikTok, because I can find it cheaper. And I mean, honestly, I just went and found some of their links and was like, okay, because they're finding it cheaper than I was getting it wholesale for, but they were doing it to run my business, not to be helpful to other people, you know? So I'm like, okay, I'll just beat them at their own game. I'll go find it cheaper somewhere else than I'm getting it for, and I'll sell it to them. Then I don't have to ship anything. I don't have to carry any inventory. I maybe only make $1.75 off a sweater, but at least I don't have to ship it. So here we are, pivoting what we do. Okay. Can you please try on the tribal print one and tell me the size? Yes. On the Lovely site, yes. Lovely Fine Jewelry. Can you sell rings on my rings on TikTok shop? I can, but I don't really want to. I know that sounds bad, but like, I don't know. And plus, like, I've started making a bunch of stuff, a bunch more custom stuff, and I have these opportunities that are kind of going to put me in a different category. Like, I have some really big goals with the department store, and so I really don't want to be like a TikTok shop for my jewelry, although it is beautiful. If you're trying to get like in a department store, if that makes sense. Yes, I'll try on the tribal one. I am going to link as much as I can. I was a KLR ambassador, been around for 12 years and still reading for you. Thank you, friend. I know. And I only cry if I feel like, you know, if people say they're going to pray for me or anything else. Can you give surprising? I did give, yeah, I'll give you, if I don't go to jail, I'll give you thing. See, because tomorrow I'm like going to court for contempt and for an enforcement to get me to sign that document. So hopefully, I don't know, his attorney's like really vindictive, and so is he. I even asked him before, like, why are you taking me to court for seeking jail time from you missing 44 visits with your kid? Like, you chose to miss those visits. And then I was like, why are you letting your attorney do this? And he's like, it's not my attorney, it's me. And you're just like, why are you so mad at me? But I know why you're so mad. And you shouldn't be, but we'll get there. We've known you for too long to let that be what you're known for. Yeah, I just don't want this to be like I just want to tell it all. The easiest way is like to put it in like a book where I can just be like, here, go read it. Like, hop to a date and ask me something. But I have all the physical proof of everything I said in my Instagram stories. So cute though. I would definitely get this one for you. And there's a ton of lights on me right now and you cannot see my booby covers at all. Let me put the Aztec one. Is this the Aztec one you're talking about? And then I gotta go because I still gotta do box stuff. But also, like, no, I'm not stopping. I'm not gonna just lay down a ticket. And there are days where I walk around in circles in this house, like I cannot figure out my way out of a paper bag. I'm so confused because you're just like walking around like, how is this really happening? Like, I was on Inc. magazine's fastest growing companies in America 2 years in a row, okay? Fastest growing company in America, 2 years in a row, the year before I hired her. Now I'm talking about TikTok shop shit in my dining room of a rental house. But it's fine. I don't care. I got no shame. I did it once. I'll do it again. My end goal is Busy Becca Live. Like, I want to be able to go travel around the country, meet my friends, share my story, talk about their experiences in their relationship. I even made a situationship relate group on Facebook for people who are going through relationship stuff and they don't know if they're being like gaslit or if they're in a situationship, don't know how to get out of it. You know, anything I can do to like bring people together and make them feel more like understood and heard is my job. That's why I said, like, I don't want all that other stuff to be like my legacy. Oh, she got stalked by her employee and her husband. Yeah. Because let me tell you, there is 0% of me that does not believe my husband's not on that blog every single day. 100%. There's only one account on there that gets real mad when they talk about one particular topic. And there's only one reason you'd be mad about it. Also, like, of course he's pissed off. Like, all you got is money. The money's going to go away. You're going to hide it. You're going to have to use it to protect yourself later, so. But they said they can dig anywhere, so. And they also said it's really important what he does right after, because that will tell them a lot. I don't need to say all that stuff. Anyways, doesn't matter. Tomorrow he'll get it, so it is what it is. You should get this, so it's so cute. The one underneath the jacket you have on. Oh, yeah, let me find that one. Okay, so right now, I have the green one up there. This is the Aztec one I'm wearing. I feel like I know what I'm doing. Oh, this is the freaking curling iron of the century. It is so good. Wait, what does it say? Let me find the little sweater. It's not that one. Did I put the denim jacket up there? Oh, I got the V one, and I got the little plaid jacket yesterday. Oh, come on, where is it? Oh, it's not in here. Hold on. Add products. Hold on. I'm missing it. No. Let me just find it. Hold on. I don't even know if you can see my face. Oh, y'all want to see this too? Look. I'm adding a couple sweaters that I have coming. So go look at the pinned stuff. Oh, and I got this handbag. These are some sweaters that I have on my way. Oh, that jacket too. Oh, no, don't get that jacket because there's only one left. Okay, hold on. I'm looking for the sweater that I just had on. Y'all, I got them on tan. Oh, is that it? I think that's it. Okay, hold on. Let me see. Let me see if I just added it correctly. Okay, tell me it has to be this. 186,000 of them sold. $17 for the sweater I just had on underneath this. So tell me if the sweater I just had on underneath this, if it comes in a bunch of colors, then that's the one. This one. So I just had the heather color one on. So tell me if these three colors show up, it's that one. My face looks like shit because I was crying. Sorry. No, we're not going to let them win. We're going to get back to work and we're going to sue them back. So also what's done is done. Like she yapped her mouth under, she also went back to, like she built the podcast, did all the things under, remember, if you go look at all this stuff, do not follow it because I will block you if you are following her. So even if you want to know what she said or whatever, because she wants the views anyways, if you follow it, like if you hit the follow button or if you like any of her posts, you cannot follow me on anything after that. And I don't want to hear like, oh my God, I didn't mean to. I don't care. Don't do it. I don't want people who are supporting that to be anywhere near me. Tons of colors. Okay, that's it. The purse is so cute, right? I wanted the green one, but I got the black one. What Dixie is the Aztec? What Dixie is the Aztec you're wearing? I don't understand what that means. But they are both working for you. You have the talent and connection. That's exactly. When it doesn't make it past the ball. I don't get it. Malin, what do you mean? The PJs fit so good. And there's TikToks on my TikTok that will show you the pajamas. I don't know how to record the. Listen, I don't know if this like saves your lives or screen records it or anything, but I can tell you they usually copy all my Instagram stories. Charlene, the old lady from Arkansas I told you all about earlier, that's like Crystal's sidekick who helped her with her podcast and came on her podcast and said she was one of the accounts I accused Crystal of being. She also lives in Arkansas, which is where Ben went during the summer. I don't know why he would go there. And then suddenly he has all these recorded Instagram stories of me with my name is Becca from Kiki LaRue, which hasn't been that in years, but that's just facts. But that old lady, Charlene, she's the one that left shitty reviews on Joel's job. They were contacting Joel's whole family, even out of state relatives, telling them about her podcast, all that stuff. Did you say you do accounting and IRS stuff? Also, before I trusted anybody to help me, I'd have to know absolutely that I need physical proof that you do those things. Yes, I did build a mansion with the pink room. Yeah, I'm not going to sell Lovely on TikTok. What size are you in the green one? Let me see. And I am 30, a large, but I'm a 38 double D, and I have like a wide, barely, like from this way to this way, even without my boobs, not my belly so much, but like from the top of my chest to my back, I'm like wide, like barely, like my frame isn't small. I feel like I have a lot of back fat, but I do kind of, not a lot, but like less than I used to, which is good, but more than I want. Less than I'm going to do anything about though. I mean, not enough so I'm going to do something about it. Although I'm going to play pickleball tomorrow. Even though my freaking butt cheeks hurt, like everything. Today I was like walking around and I was like, oh my God. Like, but wait, is this what it feels like when you're like getting muscles? Maybe I'm not getting them yet. They're just sore. Anyways, but if we could come back here a couple nights a week and y'all could ask me y'all could ask me questions that fill in the box for you guys. Like, I would pay somebody to like write this all down for me in chronological order. I mean, I don't have any money yet, but I will eventually. Hopefully. From working, because I probably am never going to get my money back from them. I imagine they're going to go hide that money, which is good, because I've heard that's going to get them in worse trouble. So we'll see. Also, the thing is, when it's if you do something that's a federal crime versus like a state crime or like a regular crime, I don't know the word for it, there's like other doors that open up where they can like get information, I guess. I don't know. Google that. From what I've been told. I don't know. But also, if I'm lying, then we should probably go to court and tell like a judge I'm lying. Can you tell them? Okay. Crystal says she's not, people have asked her, like, why aren't you suing her now? Like, what she's saying now is way worse than saying you're talking shit about her anonymously on the internet. And she says she doesn't listen to the court system. What's the point of suing her? The fact that you got $250 the first time, sis. Like, imagine, that would be $500,000 at least. Not even, God, between the two of them, that'd be like over $750,000 in cash in my bank account right now. Instead, there's like $19. It is what it is. It's okay. But yeah, so anytime I ever wonder, like, why am I talking about this? Because had everybody gone in that room and told the truth, like, I could have started a whole new business. I could have taken care of so many people. It's gross. I'm 5'2". 5'2.75". What size in the pearl white? So I got the medium and the large. I think they're both too big. I absolutely would tell you to get these small. In the pearl sweater, I would size like 2 full sizes down. It's not going to matter because you're just not going to utilize the stretch. There's no real variables in that one. It just looks better if it's not as oversized. So I would tell you, even if you're like a size 12, I wouldn't get bigger than a medium. If you're a size 16, I'd probably still get the medium. Maybe if you're a size 18, you could get the large. I wouldn't get any bigger than a large, no matter what size you are. But I would definitely tell you if you're a 10 or smaller, get the small. You said there's only one topic that makes... Oh. Some people in the video know what it is. They'll never talk about it because then it proves they're colluding. But I'll bring it up. It's just beautiful. I'm going to try to do what time's the best time for the live videos? I've been a long time follower of yours. I can't wait till. I was a revenue officer for the IRS. I'm a tenured professor of accounting now. That's awesome. Forgive me for not being like overly dramatic about that, but like I've had a lot of people along the way say like, I'll help you. And then I get all excited and then I tell my friends on Instagram like, oh, I think we have some headway. And then it doesn't happen. Like I literally had somebody tell me they're going to go take the bar in Texas just to help me in my court case because they said that I got railroaded so bad because they're an attorney from another state and then they ended up not doing it. So, and I was so excited. But I welcome any help. Yes, I can vouch for her. I've known her 20 plus years. Oh. Wait, Glitter has known the other one? Glitter Glowing has known the other girl or no? You can vouch for me or vouch for the other person. But just know, the most important thing of all this, no matter if you're from Instagram or from TikTok and you're brand new, if you're from Instagram, you already know. But if you're from TikTok, please understand, and let this be the last thing that you ever remember from me, is that I did not tell anybody all this stuff because I really did think that if I told it, like all the proof that I had, that they could change it somehow and they weren't going to get caught. But also, I'm not telling the story now to get famous. I don't want that. I don't care if no one in the world ever knows me more than the people who know me right now. The only reason I opened up my social media is hopes that somebody would hear my story and I would be the last person she's done this to. Because I am not the first. I am at least the second, and I don't know after that. But I am not the first person she's done this to, and I don't think I'll be the last. Oh, that scared the shit out of me. The door just opened. It's the cat. She pushed the door open. But also, like, I built my business on being an honest person online. Like, I had no shame. I would tell you, like, when I used to look like SpongeBob before I had a mommy makeover, I would tell you what looks good on square-shaped girls. Like, I would tell you when I got my whole body done, like, I tell you everything that I did because, like, I'm just a girl's girl through and through. I'm not a guy's girl. Like, I am a girl's girl. I just want... People don't talk shit about other people to me because they know, like, I'm not like that. My friends, literally, my group text is like 17 girls, and all of us get along and always have because they're girls too. And that's just, like, that's what I want to be known for, not this crazy stuff. This is what I want to be part of my testimony of why you should believe in Jesus. Because I always say, like, if you don't believe in Jesus, come sit by me. I got a lot. But I don't want it to be, like, what I'm known for. Like, oh, she's the girl that happened to. No, she's the girl who built a massive community on the internet of girls who are actually really nice to each other. Oh, and this really bad shit happened to her and she still was trying to be a light to other people during all that. That's what I want you to remember. I do not want to be famous on the internet. The no good comes from that. People who don't even know you follow you. That's weird to me. I want people to know me. I watched you build your house, all of it. No, I know. It was so pretty. But it's okay. I get sad about it, but my dad died there. So I know my son always says, like, Mom, really bad things happen there. And that's definitely true. I don't think I ever would have felt truly comfortable there. But I just wanted it to be a place like other girls. I didn't have, like, that place growing up where you could throw a bougie party. Or you had, you know, like when you want to throw a baby shower for yourself. Or for your birthday party, you don't know anybody who has, like, a nice house or somewhere you can go. You don't have, like, a rich aunt who can let you use her house. Like, I wanted to be that, you know? Like, where you could always know, like, hey, you can throw a party at my house. Like... You know, I don't know. It's okay. You don't keep a house for that reason. More than anything, I wanted my dad to know, like, look, Dad, I made it. Like, we did good. And thankfully, but not thankfully, he died right when all this stuff started happening. So I don't, you know, I think he died thinking, I can't even say it out loud. I think he died thinking that I had it under control. So... just gonna keep it under control. He would hate Ben if he knew what he did. Becca's paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in attorney fees praying there's someone who can... Yeah, I definitely have. Like the attorney for Crystal's case, the law firm's called Chrisman Daniel now. I don't know. They've changed their name a bunch of times. They charged me $153,000 for like 105 days of representation. And Crystal will tell you on her podcast, they didn't submit a single piece of evidence in my favor, like to defend me. So like it wasn't just one bad attorney, it was two. And that's the worst part. You can't like do anything about that. You have to sue them. And like, who has money to sue more attorneys? Like there's no refund policy. You don't get like a freaking comment card when you're done. They just get to like not do their job and you still have to pay. Because I have text messages between Ben and Crystal talking about her paycheck, and then the blog account names that Kaylee said were her asking what happened same day. What happened to that employee and her paycheck? How come she didn't get her paycheck? Or I bet she didn't get a raise. And now she's back to being anonymous. Like, she just disappeared. And some people on Reddit are, like, smart enough to figure it out. Like, then where'd you go, sis? But we all know she's still here. Like, come on. What happened to that guy that was staying with you at your other house? Ben's friend? That's my cousin. He's not allowed to be around my kid because he threatened him a lot of times and said really bad stuff. Him and Ben are still really good friends, which is absolutely fucking disgusting because he definitely threatened to kill our kid. So in our divorce decree, it says that he can never be around my son again. Ben actually did agree to that because I was not budging. But him and Ben like still hang out and go out all the time. It's gross. So, and that story is his dad molested me when I was a little kid and went to prison for it. I had never told anybody on the internet that it was Bub's dad. Crystal told the internet that it was Bub's dad. And then Crystal told Bub that it was me that told the internet. I would have never done that. That's mortifying for him. I would not have done that. So, but yeah, Ben and him are still really good friends. And like he goes and sees his dad all the time. And that's like one of Ben's best friends. It's so gross. You can't make it up. And Ben's like Tinder profile, Bub's in it. It's so gross. I have helped raise Bub since he's 9 years old. And I did what I could do. He was in a lot of trouble in California, running from the law, doing all kinds of stuff. I had to move out here, didn't make him pay for anything, whatever. Like the story is so much thicker than that. Like, oh, it's just so many layers. Yeah, he's my cousin though. It's okay. It is what it is. But I would have never told the internet, like, his dad did that. Because that's, like, not a reflection of him at the end of the day, you know? But he did, like, threaten a lot of people. And Ben will we'll get to that when we get to the March timeline of the story. But Ben, like, said that he thought he was going to do something to my dad. And that's why he went skiing with Whoopi by himself. And I had to stay home because he said Bub didn't have any money to leave. But Bub did actually. It's all in my Instagram highlights. Anyways, okay. Hello, friends. Okay, I'm done here. I'm going to go. It's super late. Thank y'all for being here. Hope you got some good stuff tonight. Tomorrow, we will have boxes. I'll text y'all. I'll Instagram when I'm going to court. And then I'll Instagram when I get out of court, hopefully. If not, I'll be calling my friends and being like, y'all better come get me. Anyways, okay. I love y'all. There's a ton of stuff in my showcase if you want to go look through there. I'm going to go clean up some of it too tonight. I need to take all this off. I'm going to go clean up some of it because there's some stuff in there too. Like I put this like curling iron in there. It's like a 5-piece set. And I didn't mean to put it in my showcase because I haven't tried it yet. So I don't want y'all to get it until I actually try it. I think it adds it to there because I asked the company to send it to me. So it like automatically adds it to your showcase. I don't like that. Because my showcase is like my recommended stuff. And I ain't recommended nothing if I didn't try it. So, anyways. Okay, time to put my jammies on. Cutest pajamas ever. I love y'all. Everything's going to be okay. Like it's going to be okay or it's not done yet. You know? Okay, I love y'all. And I got to go call all these people back that been texting me. Y'all have a good day. Pray for me for tomorrow. It ain't going to go good. It ain't going to go my way. I'm going to get yelled at. I'm going to be ridiculed or whatever you call it. And it's okay. He's still going to be the guy who did all this. And what I used to tell him is, you need to remember, I will stand in front of my congregation and tell them every bad thing I've ever done in my life. You have to be able to do that too. And if you can't, you're going to be the guy sitting in that audience who either made it happen or let it happen. And I would never want to be that guy. We know who he is. So it's good. Love y'all. Bye, guys.